we're live on YouTube, but it's not showing anything. Oh, here we go. Now I got it. It's going now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live.
Okay. All right. Now let's do TikTok. And TikTok's easy.
Yeah. Good on YouTube. Good on Twitch.
Should I do hashtags on TikTok too?
Yeah.
Hey, why not? I think TikTok allows us like to choose topics though.
Let me see. Yeah, chat and interview. Okay.
I give it all away.
We gotta add Aqua and Malik as moderators. What's Aqua's TikTok?
I think it's water.
Wow.
H2O.
Carlo, you don't know Aqua's TikTok name?
I mean, give me a second. I don't know it by heart.
He finna sleep on the couch today. Watch this.
Because I don't know a TikTok name. She
Yeah.
better not.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Wait, what's your cat sleeping in the
Aqua
drawer?
Not 7. KNOT. You said what, Bomber?
Was your cat sleeping in the drawer like the whole night?
Bro, I don't know when he got in that bitch.
Oh my god.
It's a service.
Because I remember I left it open the other day, and that's when he started like going in there. But I promise you, like, you know, I woke up, Aqua was already gone, logging in for work, this time the third, and I just hear a faint meow. And I'm like, there's no way. Because the thing is like he'll crawl in it, but I've never seen him close it on himself.
Wait, he closed it?
Yeah, because what's the name? I posted on Instagram like I opened my bottom drawer and he was in that bitch, just kicking it.
It's the way he stretched. I was like, he was in there for a minute.
Facts. Like, damn, shorty.
I just added Aqua as a moderator. All right, are we live everywhere? Aqua, we sounding good? Can you hear all three of us?
I'm pretty sure she can. They ain't out indefinitely.
Yeah, that's what I just saw too.
What?
Something about Damian Lillard being out indefinitely.
Damn. Everybody getting hurt. Carla, who's going to be our quarterback? What's going on with the Steelers?
This man got a blood clot.
I don't want to talk about it.
I genuinely am confused because I was like, after y'all lost in the field, I'm like, did they sign? Are they going to sign old dude? Nope.
That boy Russell Wilson on the Giants. Wait, y'all don't have a quarterback.
That's why I'm saying, like, they don't have nobody. Do y'all have a rookie?
Nope.
Damn. Don't worry, Aaron Rodgers coming.
All them Justin Fields jokes ain't funny no more, are they, Carlil?
You said what?
All them Justin Fields jokes ain't funny no more, are they?
What Justin Fields jokes? I kept thanking you for giving us Justin Fields. Wasn't nobody joking on you. Not. Kenny, I don't know if you can change the topic for Twitch, but it says Call of Duty Team Deathmatch. My bad.
I hate this man.
Hey, if he can't change it, we're just gonna have to start shooting each other.
Wow. I mean, we could do that too. I don't know if I can show that on camera.
I'm gonna win. That's what I'm
I got a laser on mine.
Okay. You still got to hit me.
It's not gonna be hard.
But you know, I got a musket. I'm right on team.
Wait, hold on. You said I need to change it. Am I logged in on the same combo on my phone?
I know. You think you're so hot. But can you sing like a robot?
Let me see. Okay. I am logged in on my phone. Stream manager.
Who called that shit? Who called that? Is it Stacy? Is it Bambi? Is it Keely?
How do I switch the damn thing?
Is it Keisha?
Or is it your grandma?
I got it.
Send it to her. Let her come through. Come see Bambi. He gonna take care of you.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. You finished?
You don't
Yep.
need no teeth.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. If he can say that, then I can say. If anybody is in the lives right now, we appreciate y'all for joining us, man. We're going to get started here soon. We just wanted to thank you for joining us because each person that joins a live, that's money. That's money that goes to a specific donation.
Who?
It's the Free R. Kelly Fund.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Okay, let's keep it
FR.
a buck, bro.
You said what?
I said, let's keep it a buck. She could have moved.
Okay.
What is happening? Y'all
Nah,
gonna
you
get
want
us
to get canceled?
canceled.
Let's get canceled.
No. He took it too far.
You want to let somebody pee on you, Carla?
No. Oh my lord. Oh my stars.
Carlo, we can get started. We're live everywhere.
You didn't say anything.
I didn't give you permission either. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah, what is so loud?
That's a mid-tech guy, bro.
I will shut all this shit off. Take it back.
My fault. W-tech guy. All right, Bomba, whenever you ready, bro. You looking extra Michael Jordan today. Just want to let you know that, man.
Looking like a winner, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all done made
Let's
me
get
switch.
this started, man.
Y'all done made me switch the titles on Twitch. All
Wait.
Oh man, what's up, everybody on the TikTok?
What's those little brown candies with the raisins inside of them? What are Milk Duds?
Milk Duds don't have raisins in them.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna have to look somewhere else. I can't look at the screen during this segment because if you piss me off, I'm gonna say something. All right.
Say something. I dare you. I just ate. I just had coffee right now.
This man said I got energy. All right. Recording sports in 3, 2.
Recording in progress.
Oh, shoot. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Same Convo, the podcast where we talk everything sports, anime, media, and entertainment. It's your boys, Kenny, Carlil, and Bomba, and we appreciate you for tuning in. You feel me? Whether you're watching this live, listening to this on your way to work, or you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate y'all. But make sure that y'all subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Hit that notification bell, because we drop episodes every Tuesday. Every other Tuesday. Y'all be on the internet, lady? I know y'all have.
All the time.
What you say, Kenny?
I said all the time. My job is
All
on
the
the
time.
internet.
So there's no way that y'all missed what just happened, which is Brandon Jennings calling out everybody from his draft class. You feel me? That man said, I'm betting all y'all. Drew Holiday, Jeff Teague, Lou Will. The only question I have is, if we were to redraft that class today, do y'all think, we don't even got to do the whole redraft because that would be complicated, but do y'all think he would still be in the top 10?
Top 10?
Yeah, of his draft class.
Let me pull up his draft class.
You
What year
got
is
Blake
that?
Griffin, you got Steph Curry. Like I said, you got Drew, you got Ricky Rubio, you got Jeff Teague, you got Tyreek Evans in there. You got
What year is this?
2009. If you redraft him, if you do the redraft for that draft class, I feel like he would still be top 10 because you got people like Jordan Hill, Johnny Flynn, Hasheem Thabit in there. So I feel like he would fill in one of those spots. But if we were replacing him, and like you said, based off today, then Drew Holiday was 15. Drew Holiday could have took that spot.
DeMar DeRozan and James Harden are also in this list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're also top 10.
Wait, am I looking at this wrong? What's the
2009.
order? I need the actual order.
Yeah, 2009. Just look.
Who calling my phone? Who calling?
Hey, Drew Holiday too. Let's not forget Drew Holiday in there. He's one of the main people he called out.
I just
He
said Drew Holiday.
not better than me.
That's hard.
See, the thing is, all right.
My fault. Drew Holiday was pick 17.
Brandon Jennings is number 10 out of that draft pick, out of that draft class. Drew Holiday is number 17. So Drew Holiday takes at least Jordan Hill's spot. Jordan Hill's gone.
At least Jordan Hill, Johnny Flynn, Hashim to beat those three.
Brandon Jennings better than Ricky Rubio too,
Jennings
though.
better than those three at least, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ricky Rubio got to get up out of there too.
I think I'd rather have Ricky Rubio
over Brandon Jennings.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie. He even put himself, he kind of contradicted himself, but he kind of put himself below Ricky Rubio. But my thing is that Ricky Rubio is not better than Drew Holiday, in my opinion.
Not even close. It's not close.
They were also talking about because when you talk about redrafts, you talk about basically what their careers were and what type of players they were. So I can see what he was talking about because I do know what you're talking about when he said he put himself under Ricky Rubio. But looking at the rest of the names that's under, hold on, because you got Ty Lawson and Jeff Teague, Darren Collison.
Patty Mills went in the second round.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking
Patty
James
Mills
Johnson.
in the second round.
Yeah,
he's a 55th pick.
He got to come up.
Tyler Hansborough, Taj Gibson.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at these and the rest because you're redrafting based off career. The rest of these names, bruh, I'm not gonna lie. He'll still be top 15, but it's hard. It's hard because the people that got drafted after him: Ty Lawson, Drew Holiday, James Johnson,
Beverly.
Jeff Teague, Damari Carroll, Taj.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm putting him over DeMar Carroll. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm putting him over DeMar Carroll.
Are you putting him over Jeff Teague?
No.
Are you putting him based on skill and just assuming he wouldn't get hurt again?
Yeah.
I'm doing off of just basketball abilities, like playing the game. DeMar Carroll was never a top 2, top 3 option on his team.
I mean, Brandon Jennings was his rookie year.
I feel like it was more than just his rookie year.
Look,
I'm still putting Jeff Teague over him though, for sure.
Okay. I mean, Teague is a bucket, bro. I don't know why people sleep on him like that.
If I'm redoing this list, if I gotta keep the names and move some up, I'm putting Jeff Teague at number. Hold on, because you got Blake Griffin 1. I will put James Harden at 2.
I would put James Harden at 1. James Harden's career is way better than
Steph Curry is on there. What y'all doing?
DeMar
you're right,
DeRozan,
Steph Curry. Yeah, you're right.
Steph, James, Blake, DeMar. I ain't gonna lie. Jeff Teague might go in my top.
I'm not mad
at least. At least top 5. If not top 5, at least top 6 or 7.
Over Patty Mills?
Over Patty Mills, yes. What are you talking?
Bro, what are you doing? Can we stop?
Patty was Steph Curry, NBA champion?
Jeff Teague helped lead a Hawks team to a conference championship.
And Kenny, this is an NBA redraft. His career overseas does not matter here.
And in that year, in that year that Jeff Teague led them, what's the name? They beat the Heat 4 times. They swept them in a regular series, regular season. Yeah, nah.
Isn't he a 2-time champion?
You said what?
Isn't he a 2-time champion?
Who? Jeff Teague?
Nah, he's just a one-time champion.
With
the Bucks.
With the Bucks.
Okay.
He was on that team, wasn't he?
Yeah, nah. Patty Mills is a great role player. He's God overseas, but yeah, nah. I'm not taking Patty Mills over Jeff Teague.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I ain't taking Patty Mills over Brandon Jennings.
Where would you put Drew Holiday at?
Oh, Drew is easily.
Is he in the top?
Drew Holiday's over Jeff Teague. I ain't hearing none of that.
What did I say?
You said Drew Holiday over who?
Over Jeff Teague.
Steph.
Yeah, in the sense that he's a two-way player, I could give you that.
Steph, James, Blake, DeMar, Drew Holiday might get that 5.
Oh wait, hold on.
Drew Holiday might get that 5.
Who gifted us? Appreciate it. Hold on, I must have missed it.
That's going straight to the FRK fund.
Let's go, free him, free my boy. I wanna lock that nigga one up. But
Step.
we gonna simplify it because, like I said, he didn't just call people from his class out. He also called out Lou Williams. However, we might be able to get an answer from that because a 1v1 will happen between the two of them. My question to y'all when it comes to that is, who do you think is winning that?
Lou Will about to cook that man. It's
Lemon
about to be
pepper Lou?
bad. Lou Will's, mind y'all, Lou Will just retired maybe within the past 5 years. Brandon Jennings ain't played in like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Might be more than that because 10 years ago was 2015.
But he said he was still hooping though.
Lou Will's gonna fry that man up.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't have a pick. I think Brandon Jennings could win.
So you picking just Brandon Jennings?
If Kenny picking Lou Will, I'm gonna pick BJ.
Okay, bet.
Let's
I
keep
just
it.
want stakes to remember. You feel me?
As an avid Gills Arena fan, I would like my, because he been popping his shit because niggas have been disrespecting him. You feel me? So
he gets mad quick.
What does he have to like? What does he have for you to respect him about?
Oh, he was like that. Like he's as far as like his college career and then like just hooping in their state. Like he's very respected. Cool. Everybody knew his skill like from early on.
What did you do?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I understand. This is the difference. When they're sitting as players, they respect each other off of skills. And off of skills, they can be like, oh, he was that kid that could come with the NBA player and have runs. So that's why, like, it influenced even his draft class that much.
And my man, it's like, what did he do in the NBA? Like, again, I did put people over him when we was talking about, redrafting the class. But if you really think about it, one, he dropped 55 as a rookie. Two, he was always a great scorer. Three, he tore his Achilles, bruh. Like that ruined. He was very injury prone. Had he not been highly injury prone, he would have had much more of an impact in the NBA than he did. So,
wasn't he also the first player like to be signed from like a pro contract?
Yeah,
like drafted after that.
Yeah,
yeah. He talked about like paving the way, changing the game forever. You feel me? That's what he did. But my pick is on Lemon Pepper Lou. You feel me? Man. That man's different. Especially 1-on-1.
Lou Will frying that man.
Hey, we gonna see. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Tell me how y'all feel about the next one, because this one is also confirmed. I had not. This one was not even planned, but I just heard about it, so I got to bring it up. Lance Stevenson and Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley is going to kill that man. It's not even strictly like NBA, because I would say Malik Beasley was slightly more lethal in the NBA. Their ceilings is kind of similar, but it's just one-on-one play. What's the name? Lifetime Fitness, all that shit. You see Malik Beasley killing every single summer, dog. So, and Malik Beasley like what, 6'8", 6'7", 6'8"?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah. I think he shutting Lance down.
Okay.
Well, only one of those guys has beaten LeBron 1-on-1, so I'm gonna go with that guy.
Who was that?
Malik Beasley.
Oh, I was trying to say Lance Stevenson used to blow in LeBron's ears.
I'm going Malik
He
Beasley.
used to time the shit out of LeBron, bro. But look, we don't have to waste time on that, because I got something interesting today. I know this is a sports segment, but we got to do a little bit of divorce counseling. You feel me? There's been some divorce that happened during the trade deadline. You feel me? A few partings, and people had assumptions as far as like how things would turn out. But I just wanted to have a look back now that we have time. Let the time pass by. We're gonna start with the first one: the Heat and Jimmy Butler. They're facing against each other right now as we speak, and I'm pretty sure the Heat are whooping the Warriors' ass. However, let's remember the trade. The Heat traded away Jimmy Butler, and in exchange for that, they got back Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, and Kyle Anderson. Since the trade, however, the Heat's record is 13-3. They have lost 13 games. Oh, no. I'm fucking up. My bad. 13. They've lost 17 out of 21 games.
God.
Yeah. And they went on a 10-game losing streak, which they just snapped. However, the Warriors have won 13 games and have only lost 3. In your opinion, as we stand today, who won that trade?
As we stand today, it would you would have to say that the Golden State Warriors won that trade. I'm not sure what I said when it happened. I probably said the Heat won,
Mm-hmm.
but just because when it happened, I wasn't thinking about how Jimmy would fit with Draymond and Steph.
I don't
But
think nobody expected that.
facts, but they've been fitting real well. Their defensive efficiency has gone up since Jimmy Butler has joined the team, and they're the 6th seed right now. You feel me? And they're like 2 games. It's like 2 or 3 games separate them from the 3rd seed. So if they keep on with this momentum, they could easily be like number 3, number 4, and be a dangerous team in the Western. So I say the Warriors won that.
Okay. Kenny, what you think?
I also agree that the Warriors won. Even though Jimmy's not bubble Jimmy anymore, he's still considered a superstar in the league. He's still a very respectable player. Another one of those gritty two-way players. I would say he's like a small forward Drew Holiday with a Draymond Green attitude.
I mean, hey, accurate.
And having another Draymond on your team who can also score the ball, plus Steph Curry, it's kind of OD. And Andrew Wiggins, he just dropped 40-something the other night. Ain't really been a superstar in a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you just got to assess about which team actually upgraded. I would say the Heat downgraded, getting if you really think about it, Andrew Wiggins is a poor man's Jimmy Butler. So they got a poor man's Jimmy Butler in exchange for Jimmy Butler. So it's like,
Yeah, bro. I don't know. It might be the Jimmy Butler effect because they've been hooping. This nigga Draymond hit 5 threes against the Raptors last week.
yeah.
I mean, playing ball. And then, I feel like they just, Jimmy Butler and Steph, they just offset each other perfectly. Like, this person's weakness is the other person's strength. You feel me? And then you have them on both ends of the floor. They're able to run. As nobody expected it to work, but it is working.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Once Steph comes back,
So-
of course.
You say once what?
Once Steph comes back, of course. 'Cause
Yeah,
missing
nah,
Steph,
that-
that kind of ruins a lot.
There's a ton of injuries in the league. I don't know what's happening. But my next question to y'all is, looking at the organization that the Heat is, you feel me? I feel like after the Jimmy Butler trade, a lot of talks just came out about how Pat Riley ran LeBron out of town, ran D-Wade out of town, and now he's running Jimmy Butler out of town. What's next for the Heat? What do you feel like their next move should be? Or, is it time for, Pat Riley to hit the road?
It's time for Kyle Lowry to hit the road.
What?
It's not about Kyle Lowry.
I know.
Where is Kyle Lowry at right now?
I don't know. He's on the Heat, ain't he?
No, I think Kyle Lowry's been gone for a while.
I just hate Kyle Lowry, but no, Pat Riley. What Pat Riley got to go?
Kyle Lowry
for?
This
going
nigga Kyle Terrell Lowry plays for the 76ers.
He does.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
been
on
gone.
the. He ain't been,
I think it's been a year or so.
He been on the 76 for a grip. Yeah. Anyway, I just hate Kyle Lowry. I just want to say that, but no, I think Can you give some context about why Pat Riley is running? Can you give some context with that? What is he doing?
He's the president. And he just, as far as with the Jimmy Butler trade, for example, I think that one thing that's very clear is that he's telling you that you need to be on board. It doesn't matter what your demands are. You feel me? He has a very strict program, and he's just known for that. There's a famous story of him even throwing away foods on planes during LeBron James time, and even throwing away, the King's cookies.
I feel like Jimmy just wants to win. If we've seen anything from Jimmy, he wants to win bad, and he wants to win the championship. So let's be real. Looking at that Heat team, they're not winning anything anytime soon. So where do you go with the Hall of Famer, Draymond Green? He probably is gonna make the Hall of Fame one day, if his antics haven't ruined that for him. So I
don't think so.
So I feel like he made the right choice. I feel like the Warriors are in a better position to win than the Heat for sure.
But what about the Heat though? Where do you think they should go from here? Would they be better just listening to Pat Riley, or would they be off You know what I'm saying? Moving away from the Heat culture, because I feel like he represents that Heat culture that we've known for the past decade. For real.
I feel like the Heat culture should stay the same. Like within the past, I guess, however many years they've had pretty good recent success. I would say stick with them.
I, it's like I disagree like wholeheartedly. There are certain things that once you reach a certain age, you should not be able to do anymore. One of those is to be the president of the United States. The other one is to be the GM of an NBA team. Pat Riley needs to retire. This nigga's 80.
What?
This man is 80 years old. Bamba, you mentioned he has a track record of running stars out the building. It's because as old as he is, it's like you're not going to get him to adjust or adapt. Like he is stuck in his ways. Rightfully so. It's gotten you as much success as you've gotten, but I think the Miami Heat organization is ready to step in another direction. Even more so because one thing about Jimmy Butler is whenever he talks to the media, he never lies. And he had recently stated that the Heat culture is, he thinks that term is overused and he thinks it's exaggerated. Like there's definitely a set culture there. Way before, the Dwayne Wade days, Alonzo, things of that nature. But he says it's just, it's time, bro. It's time. Pat Wright, let somebody else come in, try to fix the organization. Because the way they go, I don't see, it's not even just the Heat culture thing. It's just like the moves they made so far. I don't see what they're trying to do as far as the future. Maybe put that in Tyler Hero and Bam's hands, but y'all need to make some moves to support those guys. So I don't know. Yeah, retire Pat Riley.
Not retiring for real. But I can appreciate that part that Carlos said about Jimmy Butler telling the truth. Because I feel like with all the antics, and for example, what you were saying earlier, Kenny, about like his antics possibly hurting his chance of being in the Hall of Fame. I feel like it's just, at the end of the day, given enough time, we're always kind of proving that he's telling the truth. And like with everything that was happening, we saw his game was not looking the same while I was like in the Heat uniform at the beginning of this season. So people were starting to look at like maybe Jimmy Butler just wants attention. Maybe he just, wants an excuse to go to another team because he's always doing this. But then later you give it enough time, then you just see the Heat culture just crumble in front of you. And then where he's been always saying that, yeah, like I feel like I can't have fun playing here. Like it's just not fitting no more. So
yeah, I see that.
Huh?
I see that.
Yeah.
I need y'all to go look at these comments. I need y'all to go look at the comments.
What do you say? Read it.
Bomba head slick as fuck. Wax on, wax off head.
There's no way you need to clear
What said that? It's Eli, isn't it?
Yeah, Eli.
I knew it. I just knew it was that fuck nigga. It's Eli.
Mercy. Oh shit! Somebody said extra large milk dud. That's stupid.
Nigga, nobody said that. It was you. Nobody said that. It was him, and he's just like, I'm gonna just slide it in there. That's you.
I'm sorry.
This nigga's a dickhead, bro. He said somebody said it in here. No, nigga, it's you. It came from your head.
I tried to put it off on somebody else. I was this close. Lord have mercy, y'all are funny.
You're good. All right, bro. Let's move on to the next and our final divorce of the night. Kenny did not want to talk about him last week because he didn't want to jinx it. Fucking, I'm a jinx it because I want to talk about it. The Mavericks and the Lakers trade. You feel me? Mavs party ways with Luka Doncic, Maxi Kepler, and Markieff Morris. And in return, they got Anthony Davis and Max Christie. The Lakers' record since we made the trade is 16-9. You feel me? Some with and without LeBron. Injuries is a big problem that we got now. The Mavs' record 7-13. Won 7 games, lost 13 of them.
You.
And they also lost Anthony Davis, who they just got back today. Now, same question, in your opinion, now that you've seen him play, who won the trade?
Yeah, of course the Lakers. course, the Lakers. The Lakers want to trade. Like, I understand that now everybody's gotten in the lineup. They've lost the last what two since everybody's been in the lineup. It's fine. LeBron's coming off injury. Rui Hachimura's coming back. Like, everybody's trying to adjust the plan together again. But there's nothing that the Mavericks can do the rest of the season that's going to make you think that they won that trade. It's over with. They should have never gave up Luka. That was stupid. That was stupid. Stupid.
Kenny, why you smiling like that? What's going on?
Cause I was right.
Oh, I'm weak. Did somebody doubt you though?
Yes, y'all called me crazy when I said it could be like LeBron and Kyrie again. And y'all was like, nah, no, it's not.
Father, is he gaslighting us?
I think he's gaslighting. I think
Well, it's a good thing it's recorded.
I think he's gaslighting.
But I don't think it's LeBron and Kyrie at the end of the day. This might be even better. They're not the same.
I do remember saying, you feel me, when the trade happened, that I feel like the Mavericks didn't get as bad as we thought they did because you still got Kyrie, you still got AD, and you got Klay Thompson. But what happened? Kyrie tore his ACL. So now who's the best player on the Mavericks?
And you lost AD too soon as he got there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, so that's probably the argument that I had, but I don't remember.
I do remember saying. I think this wasn't even because we had the whole cast, the whole crew here on the episode, and I was saying that I do believe that both teams kind of lost, but on like the Mavs were the big loser, and then the Lakers kind of lost a little bit because they should have built around, not should have built around, but should have went and got a center. They did end up going and getting Alex Lynn. And I saw a few niggas that was hyped when that happened.
Stop.
However, I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But one thing I will highlight though, having Luka has pushed what's his name?
Jackson Hayes.
Huh?
Jackson Hayes.
Has pushed Jackson Hayes to a new height. Like the lob game, I think that's really where his game is at. Like we need to be able to exploit that. And Luka has been able to really burn that out. So he's been hooping. Like he's been catching lobs, but that's also been enabling him when he's on the floor. You feel me? However, Alex Len, bro, like I said, niggas was hyped when that happened. I don't know why.
This nigga Jackson Hayes spends 50% of the game in the air, bro. This nigga spends 50% of the game in the air. Now, I definitely agree with you. I think size is still an issue for us, but we've been able to combat that by packing the paint. You feel me? So I think we just got to keep with the same game plan that led us, to be a top defensive team in the last couple of months. I just need Kenny. Why are you laughing, bro?
Kenny, what's going on, bro? Read the comment.
Don't read it.
Read it.
Don't read it.
Read it. Read the comments, damn it.
KF said, damn, Bomber, that motherfucker swole.
Michael,
stop bullying Bomber.
I'm fucking dead.
Facts.
Look, don't worry.
We only bully Kenny on this show. Bully Kenny.
Nah, don't bully Kenny. Don't bully Kenny. Leave Kenny alone. But my next question is do y'all think that this new look Laker can actually win a championship? I'm talking about this year. I ain't talking about next year.
I do think we can get to the championship. You feel me? Because we've been able to. We have a issue with size, but we've been able to combat that. So I think, like I said earlier, we stick to the game plan. In the playoffs, we can get to the finals. It's just how long is that going to work? Because we got to do it for one series, and the next series, and the next series. And then in the finals, if we get matched up with a team like the Cavs that got Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, or if we get matched up with the Celtics that got big Kristaps, it's going to be a problem. So,
what was the word on Jason Tatum's injury? Do y'all know?
It was just an ankle sprain.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he'll probably be out for. They honestly, because they have nothing to worry about as far as like losing their seeding or anything like that. It's only like what 10 games left in the season. There have been talks about just shutting him down for the rest of the season.
They should.
So You might as
Or
well.
let him play, and let them get worse so that y'all just don't compete in the playoffs. I like that
I'm
too.
dead.
Kenny, what you think?
Part of me thinks in a 7-game series, the Lakers can beat the Cavs. Just because the Cavs ain't never made it with that squad that far before. That Cavs team ain't never even made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So part of me thinks if it came down in the NBA championship, Cavs versus Lakers, Lakers win just off of playoff experience.
So do you feel like we have enough weapons to deal? Because the Cavs, the one thing that they have is the depth. They have a pretty solid roster all the way through, which is one thing that we lack, honestly. So in a game of like stamina, 7-game series, like I said, even though they're like experienced, do you still feel like
We're gonna
we
Bronny
got
just
it?
dropped 39. We bringing him up. It's cool. Bronny just dropped 39. We bringing him up. But I think if we go against the Celtics is when we're gonna run into problems in the playoffs. Because them boys, I ain't gonna lie, Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis play different in the playoffs, and I don't like it.
Big
Because you
Zingas.
already got to deal with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and then fucking Al Horford hit fucking 7 threes. What? And then you got Drew Holiday locking down Austin Reeves. And then Jaylen Brown is also a good defender on Luka. It's just gonna be the same thing that happened with the Cavs, but we got the same thing that happened with the Mavericks. But we got LeBron this time.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Austin Reeves is a demon this year. I want to see that matchup. Drew Holiday versus Austin.
Drew Holiday was locking up Kyrie.
It just make me think it just make me think about that one video. It's a TikTok where somebody interviewing Austin Reeves and he be talking about how players be coming in the game. They be like, I got the white boy, and Austin Reeves said, I'll just be looking at him like it's finna be hell. And Jesus Christ, this year
I feel like the craziest thing about him is that usually you expect the people with the handles to be quick, shifty, and stuff like that. He is very calm, cool, but just the moves, like you just struggle to follow through. That boy too smooth, man.
Right.
I don't know, Kenny. I feel like both Celtics and the Cavs will be big issues, whichever one we face. Like that's the one thing I still think of and then also too they have actual bigs. Like those teams have actual good bigs and defenders, and we don't have that no more.
The last time they played was January 23rd. This nigga Austin Reeves had 23, 6, and 3, and Drew Holiday had 3, 1, and 3.
Damn.
And I'm pretty sure Drew Holiday was the primary
And we
defender.
didn't have Luka yet, so
Who's calling that shit?
yeah, that's gonna be tough. But let's talk about Luka. Because there's been some allegations. Just the same thing, you feel me, with Jimmy Butler. When he left, allegations started coming out. That boy's lazy. That boy's uncommitted. He doesn't work hard. When y'all hear that, do y'all believe it? Like, seeing the career that kid had so far? I believe he lazy. He uncommitted. He fat.
The thing is, nigga said Luka was 280. That nigga came off the plane looking 220. I don't believe it's the rumors. I just believe it was excuses. You feel me? One thing I do believe is like maybe he had an attitude and it just wasn't meshing well with either Jason Kidd or the front office. And so that could be a reason as well. But like I said, I think those are just excuses. Just like how Jeannie Buss, one of the things she said during the interview after they traded Anthony Davis, why is niggas immediately talking after y'all ain't never talked before? Y'all don't ever talk when shit is bad, but when it looks like shit is good. She basically was like, Anthony Davis was asking to play another position, and he was unhappy asking to play another position, so we traded him where he could play center. He should be happy now.
I missed that one.
I'm like, lady, this nigga, he didn't ask to be traded. He just asked for y'all to get a big man. Like, damn.
Literally.
So, it's just excuses. Front office excuses.
That's actually crazy. That's quite stupid to come out and say that, and very unnecessary. Okay, let me get some food. Let me get a bite.
Bro,
and let me get an answer too.
I think with Luka, I don't know. You got to think about it. This man been playing pro, not just like at basketball high level. He's been playing pro since he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably to the point where it's like, Not that he's like disrespectful, like he's just like, I've been doing this longer than all of y'all. Whereas I know what I can do on the court. I don't necessarily need to like kill myself at practice or kill myself in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they probably talking about. He's lazy because he's not gonna show up for. He's probably not showing up for like workouts and like 5 in the morning and shit. So this is all speculation, granted, but when you see him hoop, I wouldn't call him lazy.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can say is probably the only thing that I can just guess is lazy is probably something behind the scenes. That's my answer.
It's just like, to me, like hearing those comments, I also like at the same time starting seeing like the videos from like when they will win, like for example the Western Conference, like or like they just beat Denver or something like that, and they're snatching beer from this man. I'm just like, what is going on behind the scenes over there? Like it's really hard to really feel like that's their superstars because I feel like the treatment didn't seem up to par. But also I can also see that the man is he's a little heavier than when he first got here. Granted, that can just go with age because he came here as a kid. He came here very young. But when he came here, like that man was dunking, was very slashy. I feel like now his game has changed a little bit more, like focused on the step back shooting and everything. But he's still cooking y'all. Like y'all can't stop him. So I feel like regardless of what his weight is, his production just puts like it's not no Zion where you can't like he's not playing most of the season and then like every now and then like when he's here you don't feel like he's producing the same way he should be if he was more fit. Like this man is able to produce regardless of what y'all feel like his body looks like. So that's why I feel like none of these noises like really matter.
We got a question in the chat. How would you compare Luka's integrity of the game versus Jokic's?
Oh,
I mean, that boy Jokic treat playing basketball like it's a career for real. I hate basketball. This is just a paycheck to me. So I feel like Jokic probably takes it a little bit more serious than Luka does.
I actually feel like Luka takes it more serious. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like because at the end of the day, like yes, we can talk about Luka's like I just said, like him seeming like a little less fit, but Luka is actually kind of athletic. Like he can move and not. But Jokic, I feel like his game is just he tells you like he can come back from summer and be like, I did not touch a basketball the whole summer. And I feel like regardless of how good you are for a professional basketball player to say, that's actually quite crazy because skill washes off. And like that season we saw him, he first started really hot, but that's something that also happens when you're not shooting for a while. And then after a while, he struggled for a good bit, and people started to actually worry, does Jokic still have a shot with you? And then later on in the season, he comes. But what would you be as a player if you're consistently working? With Luka, I understand he might not be lifting, but with basketball, you see his tapes all the time, especially when he was with the Mavs. Him and Kyrie, they're in the lab all the time working against each other. So I do see the work ethic like this.
In the lab, and just the passion, you could tell that off of the emotion of just them playing the game. To answer that, like I agree with what Bamba said. But as far as like comparison on integrity of the game, I think because I really can't go the only thing I can go based off is like specifically integrity is just like other people's words and comments about players. But just watching them both, I would say they have the same integrity and the same passion. Like I don't know, it's like Bamba said, it's just portrayed in different ways.
Who asked that question? Give him a shout out.
Shout out LaKevo Ball, Kev.
LaKevo Ball. Well, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up with that LaKevo Ball question. And matter of fact, for you, whoever's watching this, if you're watching on YouTube or in the comments, let us know. How do you feel about their integrity as players? Who do you feel like has more integrity when it came to basketball? You feel me? But if you're watching this live, make sure you stay tuned because we have a very good anime segment coming up. But why am I saying but so much today? What's going on? On that note, let's end it, man. We see y'all next week. Send it to your grandmama.
Recording stopped.
I had too much coffee today, bro.
I'm good.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I need a break too. Give me 1 second.
Wait. Okay, I'm here by myself. I'm scared.
Yeah, talk to them, nigga.
How y'all doing? Is Big Lipe and Big Carlil? Yeah, we're here. We're live Right now, we in between segments. You can see they left me by myself. So honestly, they shouldn't have did that because I'm bound to say anything and everything. Really don't care about being canceled. Cancel me. But we got anime coming up next, and then we got media entertainment later. We'll be talking about the 4 a.m. morning routine. You feel me? So definitely a good segment. Make sure y'all tune in to these next two. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Follow us on all social medias. Go like our content. We've been growing a lot lately. We would appreciate all the support. That's not just for our friends. That's for any newcomers, family, all that. We also sell merch. We got T-shirts for sale. I can get you a cup if you really. Oh shit, it's not. God damn, what the hell? I can get you a cup if you really want one. I can't. Hold on.
And if you're going to DreamCon, make sure you come see the boys. Like you heard him, we selling shirts. You might be able to get one for free. Who knows?
Get you a same Convo
Hey,
cup.
That's from H2O's dad.
Yep.
Hey, shout out H2O's pops.
Shout out
Cloud.
Shout out Mr. H2O, Mr. Young. We appreciate the free merch. Oh,
I'm back.
King Light Skin is back upon us.
I bet I had to brush my teeth and floss real quick.
Kenny, how do you feel being like head of the light skin community? Is it an honor? Is it a burden? You feel me? Like, yeah. How do you feel?
Who made me the king light skin?
Come on, Kenny.
You dance. You light skin. You got waves.
So does Chris
Anna.
Brown.
Who?
Okay, but I'll pick you in the dance battle over Chris Brown. That's on the set. That's on the set.
You're the light skin king.
That's on Southside Columbus.
Can we just start this next segment?
Understandable. Speaking of Chris Brown and Southside Columbus, Boward Woward and Chris Brown got a song coming out.
Boward Woward.
Wow.
Recorded anime in 3, 2.
Recording in progress.
Showtime.
Welcome back. This is the same convo with your same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bomba. And this is the podcast where we talk everything sports, anime, and media and entertainment.
And media and entertainment.
And if you're watching us live, you already know this is the anime segment. And since I'm talking, it's clearly led by me. Duh. If you've been around here long enough, you know that. You get a sense of the pattern of how we be doing things around here. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, we appreciate y'all. And I'm pointing that way, that's where all my chats. For people watching, I'm pointing this way, that's where my chats are. But, we got a new follower on Twitch. Shout out to Mama Dear. Shout out to you. Welcome. But I'm gonna just jump. I ain't going. Actually, I am gonna do. I'm gonna do a question.
That's saying
of the
Mama
week.
Diarrhea.
Mama Diarra. I think that was the name.
For sure.
This is Mama Diarra. Yeah.
Diarrhea?
It's not diarrhea. Don't disrespect our new follower.
Is it Diara?
It's 2 A's at the end. Yeah.
Oh, Mama Jada. That's Wolof. That's what nigga least.
Ah.
Learn something new every day.
But what y'all watching right now?
Ooh.
Bungo Stray Dogs.
I think I've seen one episode of that so far.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm on season 3. I done got through 2 seasons and a movie.
Dang.
Yeah. That movie was long as fuck, too. I ain't gonna lie. It's like an hour and 50 minutes.
Dead Apple.
That man is in there. What you watching, Baba?
I haven't seen anime in a minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Dang.
So the last thing I seen was Solo Leveling. I'm gonna just say that. Yeah, I saw that last. Obviously Jeju Island, the fight with Beru, but yeah, that's the last. I haven't watched anime in a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. I'm also watching Solo Leveling. That's what we're gonna talk about. But I've been watching Egghead, of course, watching One Piece. Now that it's in dub and I can watch it while doing work.
Ooh.
Nigga, shut up. You like that.
I will say that I was afraid this was gonna happen. This is why I wasn't reading the manga at first, because reading the manga, almost no point even watching the anime at this point, because I know everything that happens.
When I tell you, I probably have seen 5 episodes since I started reading the manga.
It ruins it. It really ruins it.
It's just like I feel like I can tune in when I want to, but it does.
But you know, yeah, that's the thing. That's how I feel. You can tune in when you want to.
It does save me from the midness, so I guess I appreciate it.
Let's keep it a buck, bro. The way you're taking in the information from a One Piece panel and watching is not the same thing. Like, that information is packed quick. You know, one panel, you get a whole 10 minutes of an episode. Right, when they unfold it and they adding stuff, and then also to the anime gives you hints about so much stuff that's happening in the manga later on that's not even out yet. Right. You need that. It's different. That's why I like to watch it and then go read it, because when you do it, the information sticks.
See, what I do is I read it, and the information don't stick, and then I go watch a YouTube video of somebody explaining what that chapter just did. That's my process.
Yeah, that would do it.
But okay, so I guess Bomba already hinted to what we're talking about today. Before we get into this, if you're not caught up with Solo Leveling, I hate to lose viewers. Get out of here.
Yeah.
This is about to be heavy spoilers. If you are not caught up with Solo Leveling, the very last episode just came out last Saturday. If you have not seen it, you need to leave. You gotta go.
Oh,
you gotta go, because it's gonna
ain't no way,
for
bro.
you.
Ain't no way, boy.
All right, let's dive into this. Solo Leveling.
Ooh, I'm about to dive in.
First, I want y'all thoughts on this last episode. Bamba, how did you feel about it?
I'm gonna just first say, compared to when it first started, like, first of all, obviously the shock value. There is a crazy shock value as far as like just the layout of it. S rank hunter, out. And this, luckily for me, this is like a spoiler I already knew. I already knew that like Goto and Jinwoo were nowhere near the same power level. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, obviously, if you're going in thinking that they're kind of the same power level, and then Daru says, and this nigga's gone, it's crazy. I was pissed when they were like, oh, we have a strong-ass healer in the back. Let me just reveal it to you.
Oh, he snitched on the boy.
Putting her out. He's right there. That nigga right there, that's the reason why we're still alive. Let me just tell you right here so, you know, it makes sense.
What's up, boo thing?
Took that nigga out. And I'm like, okay, panic is setting. Carla, you stupid. Panic is setting, bro. And I'm like, what is happening? This nigga is sitting somewhere just farming, waiting. You know what I'm saying? Just buildings passing by. And we're just like, niggas is dying over there. What you gonna do about it?
It's just like, again, want to emphasize, and that's why I'm looking like this, bro. Want to emphasize that he really just put his mans out there. That has to be one of the dumbest things. And you know what? I'm gonna make that a segment. The most dumbest decisions in anime. He's got to be top 5. The way he just put his mans out there, that's our healer.
You wonder why we're still alive.
Right.
It's because we got a healer.
You know what? Let me introduce you, you know. This is Beirut. I'm sorry, Bamba. I'm sorry.
Nah, you sorry. But it was a lot of shock. But obviously, the best part of it, I think, was the fight. And especially like with Beru's whole personality and his speech about being the king and his whole shit talking about like, who's the strongest? Like, was this Goto the strongest that y'all was putting up in front of me? From him going from that to him basically tucking tail and running and not knowing why he's running mid-fight, like, that just The aura is he's not farming it, it's farmed for him. You feel me? He's just there. They're farming it for him. The niggas are not just his soldiers and shadows. Yo, everybody work for him now.
Carly, how do you feel about the last episode?
It was
Wait, before you go, Bomber, give it a ranking out of 10.
A ranking? Oh, 9.9 out of 10.
Go ahead, Carly.
It was a smooth episode. The shock value was there. The dumbest decision of all kind was there. It was a lot of. That was
last. That was the episode before last.
What you talking about? Like the betrayal?
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, that's that's the sequence at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, dang, Kenny. Always with the specifics. But no, at the end of the day, I just love how the shock value is still there. And it's just like you expect to beat this, huge confrontation, this deep fight with, deep meaning on each side, but it's just showcasing how strong this man has really gotten. And he probably knows it, but like we don't know it. Like we see him going through the dungeons. We see, the training arcs and things of that nature. But we're like every twist and turn, even when Bamba said when we thought he was compared to Goto, like you're like, okay, surely he's going to have an issue with this person. Oh no, okay, the King of Ants just arose. Surely he's going to have a problem with. No, literally both the last two fights he's been in, he's literally gotten a scratch on his cheek. That is it. The one from testing somebody and the other from the slightest misstep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, but I agree with Bomba. It's a 9.9 out of 10. And even, again, I got to bring it up because I brought it up in the text message. As a Dragon Ball fan, I feel like the initial stare down between Jinwoo and Beru before they get into the fight, that has to be a homage to Dragon Ball Z because they were standing exactly how Goku and Cell was standing looking at each other at the start of the Cell game. So, yeah,
I genuinely feel like the author might be a DBZ fan though, because you remember season 1 we were all hyped when he started
jumping around like
he gotta be.
Yeah, the author is also a Hunter x Hunter fan too, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. You feel me? That's fine.
So did y'all really think when Goto and Jinwoo like sparred? Did you really think y'all thought they were equal in strength or similar?
I thought they were similar.
Jinwoo didn't even throw a punch.
But like nobody actually knew that until it's like when they started the fight and they're going back and forth. Yeah, Jinwoo starts off dodging, but I'm not thinking this guy isn't on his level until Jinwoo says himself that he is just trying to test out his strength. That's when it is solidified. Okay. Like, yes, he's dodging, but like it's solidified. Oh, like I really want to see what he's got. What do you mean? This is supposed to be the strongest that their country has. What do you mean you testing them out?
And I think that's the thing too, because for both us and the people that were in the sideline watching the match, Goto, like his reputation, his strength, but you don't know what Jinwoo has in store. However, Goto that's fighting him, he has moments where he's just like, hold on, this nigga's supposed to be a mage. How was he able to just do that? How is he able to just dodge this attack like that? And then at some point, he's throwing serious attacks. Like at that point, Jinwoo was locked in that, there is murder intent like towards you. But Jinwoo's like, the fight, and that's why I was saying like in the manga it's more explained. The fight, like Jinwoo is like, I'm fighting against time, not to test you out anymore, because at this point I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than you. But before this turns into an actual event where I have to kill you. And that would be a problem to me. But all of the people, they're just like, oh no, hold on. Goto is getting serious and he's using murder intent. So at that point, we might not think that they're in the same power level, but you're like, oh no, Goto has actual power within him and it's about to get crazy. It just doesn't. It's not that it doesn't. It does. It's just nowhere near, like Carlos said, what Jinwoo is.
It's like every rip you think, okay, this is somebody that can fuck with him. No, it's not.
The thing is, we haven't even really. I feel like, if we're being real, I think Barrow is strong, yes, but I think the Demon King in the Red Gate that he just fought is stronger than Barrow.
Cap.
Baron?
Yeah.
So
Beryl was born and was immediately stronger than every other S rank except for Jinwoo.
yeah, he's the only one that's the general rank.
I get that. This man, Jinwoo had to jump Baron. He had to jump him.
But he was also at less strength than that.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was weaker then.
I guess.
And that's another thing too that we gotta talk about because Jinwoo, not all of his fights wins are like, I'm stronger than you. Like the blue elf guy, he stated, oh, he's stronger, but
Wait.
I'm gonna beat you because of the intellect.
Have y'all also been peeping some in his last his fight with Demon King and Beru? This man hasn't spent all his skill points.
Oh no,
This man got skill points just sitting there.
I'm dead.
So strong as he is right now, he got more level ups.
OP.
Nigga, just imagine you just strong as hell. And you just got more steroids sitting in your pocket. Like that's just
Kenny, but
He ain't
also
even
you're
used
not.
his items yet. You know how many we play like an RPG and you collect items. He ain't even went into his inventory yet.
I just want to clarify this, just in case, because the manga is quite popular and people, I'm pretty sure, have read it. What Kenny said about the demon, like Baran, is not all the way wrong. It's just not the full story is not there.
Okay. Another
So,
thing
you know what I'm saying? So let's not explore that, but just remember what you said. That it's gonna matter later on.
I'm gonna say this too. S ranks have already said that they can't go in the A rank. One S rank cannot go in the A rank gate by themselves and win. This man Jinwoo went into the ultimate red gate by himself. It was killing and clearing out demon armies by himself. No help. There's no way in hell Goto was even close to his level when they sparred. Like not even close.
But again, it's like, okay, maybe Kenny, out of everybody I knew that before they started fighting. But again, I didn't know it until it was verified out of Jinwoo's mouth himself.
I knew it when the other S ranks started boxing. I'm like, these S ranks, because we've been watching Jinwoo for so long, I'm like, these S ranks look weak as shit.
Oh yeah, like when they were fighting the ants.
When they was fighting the ants and when they were sparring each other, I'm like, y'all abilities are very lackluster.
The whole time, this nigga Jinwoo got to swing once, everything go into flash.
That's what I'm like. Jinwoo was fighting, but he ain't like even if he was sparring with Goto, he ain't something. I feel like Tank could beat Goto for real.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, yeah.
Iron can come out there and beat Goto.
Nah, Carlil, I second that.
Cause
just think about
his,
like how the ants were treated. He literally was leaving Iron and like Tank in certain places to just you just stay here, stick around, protect these niggas, and I'm leaving. Like I ain't got work because Iron is over there. Like he's gonna handle them.
And the thing is, people forget his shadows are leveling up too.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they fight, they get stronger too. It's crazy.
And he can do a domain expansion to make him stronger.
Like, bro, this and when I'm like, pull your dragon out. I'm like, you gotta pull your dragon out. When Barry started fighting, I said, we don't care about your flying no more.
My nigga has
we
a
don't care
pet
about no flying no
dragon.
more.
A whole pet dragon.
His ability gotta be the like outside of his strength and stuff, just the necromancer ability that he kind of has now is one of the most broken situations. Because just like within a fight where numbers really matter, all of the ants are coming to you, and then you might like everybody else just like, oh shit, the numbers are like overwhelming him, but like he can literally fight you, kill you right now. Get up, nigga. Go fight your own niggas.
I got a question.
Like, what?
I got a question. Now that he's killed Baru, the Ant King, if he makes him a shadow, can he control all the non-shadow ants now too? Because he got the Ant King.
He already. Oh, the ones that are not shadow. I don't know. But he already has a large number of ant shadow already in his army at this point, bro. Doesn't even need the.
This man has to be stopped. Okay, anyway. Let's talk. Let's talk about Sun Jinwoo. I ranked the episode a 10 out of 10. That shit was amazing. I like the different take on like speed, how they use the light in the fight. I love that. The combos were fucking crazy. The show of strength was crazy. I think one person tried to say, oh, Solo Level's not that good because they was like, name one side character. I was like, oh, I don't really know their names. But that's because Jinwoo's like that.
But I feel like within this show is fair though, because do the other characters really last? Like,
facts. Like everybody needs Jinwoo to save them every single time. Why do I need to know their name? They're losers.
And the thing is, either you are strong and now you become so weak that we're not talking about you. Like remember the people from season one, or you actually just end up dying. At the end of the day, it's like the progression is just meant for you. Just at the end of the day, y'all not about to bother me because I only know Jinwoo, Iron, Tank. We don't know their name. I don't give a fuck about the rest. Fuck that, because they don't matter. They're not gonna matter tomorrow. They matter today. They're not gonna matter in a week.
Facts. I just don't like how they made what's the S rank that can turn. I'm like, okay, I think the writer of Solo Leveling also likes a One Piece, because that one dude is a Sulong. His final point, he's Sulong. That's
the mink.
Sulong. Yeah, he's a mink. But I'm mad that they tried to hype him up as he was so strong. His ability,
He is strong.
bruh, his ability was lackluster as hell.
But you gotta think.
I mean,
Okay,
for
remember,
an S
before
rank,
Sun Jinwoo was a thing, these niggas were genuinely reigning as, you know what I'm saying, like big ass deals. Remember the first episode?
Bro, it would have took mind you, all of them are S ranks. It would have took all of them just to get out that ice dungeon.
but again, we ain't know that until we see Sun Jin Woo's show of strength and his show of power. Like we don't know the difference until it's explained. Like if there was no Sun Jin Woo and this was just hunters,
They would be dead. All of them would be dead.
The show's
right.
called Hunter Leveling.
Carlil is right, because think about this. Do the other niggas in the show know about like the potential that Sun Jinwoo is here? Like, oh, everything is gonna be okay. They didn't, because they're like, who the fuck is this nigga? How he doing this shit?
Yeah, Jinwoo about to be in 5 days of questioning after this.
I don't even think they about to
interrogate his ass.
They're like, nah, you too cold.
What's name? He ain't going on no question. You see the president or whoever in their country, that old ass nigga is just relieved that somebody's there.
Like, oh
that boy
God.
did get happy as hell.
This nigga glaze Sun Jin Woo every chance he get, dog.
Yeah, he do. But
And
okay,
think about the fast casualties too. When Japan was coming in, they're like, nah, we taking over. They don't even have that many S rank left over and shit like that.
shit, they barely got any now because of what this.
Nah,
they just lost them, and Japan just lost all their S ranks for real. But let's talk about Jinwoo now. Where does he rank to y'all on new gen main characters?
New gen?
New gen main characters. So
How new are
so
we
got,
talking?
We got Asta, we got Midoriya.
Asta. He said Asta.
We got
Asta.
Midoriya. We got Aaron Yeager. Well, I guess he
Meliodas.
doesn't count. Who?
Meliodas.
Is Seven Deadly Sins a new gen?
If AOT is.
If AOT is, then yeah, it came out after AOT.
Yeah, I got Yuji.
Yuji Itadori. You got isn't that Daki from what's the main character from Chainsaw Man?
Denji.
Denji. You got Tanjiro.
Denji not going nowhere on nobody's list.
Yeah, no. You got Tanjiro, and you got the main character from Fire Force.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's just cut the bullshit. That nigga's number one. The nigga's number one, and I'm taking it. I'm taking it as far as this because the thing that is astounding to me is comparing Sun Jin Woo, what he looks like now, to when we were first introduced to this nigga. Like this, it's like it's incomparable. Like, bro, he looks so different. Like you can tell it without going on too much of a tangent. It's Sun Jin Woo. Just and the thing
number one.
The thing is, bro, it's like he has all the power in the world and had every opportunity to exploit that for own personal gain, money, fame. He had the same mission as when he was a E rank to now. Or I mean, he had the same mission up until, you feel me, he accomplished it, and that was saving his mom or waking his mom up.
I was gonna mention that. Now he just do it for the love of the game.
That's what I'm saying. His whole training arc was to train for that specific dungeon. Every dungeon that he went through, every soul that this nigga has taken, the innocent and the not so innocent, has been for that moment. And it's just like his attitude, like the three C's. I used to preach the three C's all the time: cool, calm, and collective. Every single time, he has not freaked out in a while.
That
You
man
feel
walked
me?
up the barrel with his hands in his pocket.
Like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's like he knows he's the shit, but he's still humble. It's like he doesn't. I think he differs from a lot of the newer main characters that are typically that are really shonen based as far as like they have this dream, they're trying to fulfill it, they're trying to be the best or whatever. Like he necessarily isn't even trying to be the best. He just had something that he wanted to accomplish. You feel me? And it's just and how his character is written, like if I can compare it to a character I don't like, Asta. I hate that man. He screams so much for no reason. Midoriya, I hated him at first because he was such a bitch. Yuji is just weird, bro. I don't even know
What
what
the
to say
fuck you
about
mean by that?
Yuji is just weird, dog. Like
He eat fingers.
yeah, bro.
He ate fingers like he had a choice, nigga. What?
Denji is a demon for real. Like
That nigga's a freak. We don't need him.
Freak.
Get out of here.
and Meliodas likes to put his head up skirts. Aaron Yeager, he doesn't know if this nigga can never make up his mind. Give me another new gen. Give me another new gen main character.
All. Think that's...
Yeah. Number one. He's number one.
Do y'all think? Well, Bomb, go ahead first. I got a good point about why he's number one, but go ahead, Bomba.
You said I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why he's number one?
No, give me your thought process. I have a reason why we like him so much, but
Yeah, okay. So I'm kind of torn because I feel like if you're asking me who my favorite MC is, it's still not him. But like I can recognize that you don't get this type of character and he's not like generational. Like I can recognize it and be like he's cool. But I still feel like the people like Aaron or even somebody like Yuji, to me, their character I like more. But that's also they're not so cool or like so collected. They're struggling within their verse. You feel me? It's just different. That's why I can't. It's damn near almost isekai-ish. And however, I would also say that the reason why he recently grew on me so much is the part that surprisingly not a lot of people liked was when he was crying for it in front of his mom. Because I feel like that moment just kind of solidified that this was not a choice. You feel me? Like I had a struggle that I was going through, and there was a purpose I was out here to trying to fulfill. However, through that struggle, certain cards were dealt to me. And honestly, maybe like as OP as those powers are, I don't think that not everybody would have cashed into on those powers. You feel me? Some niggas would have been too weak to probably like just fulfill the daily task, or even some of the dying. And then later on, he got some OP ass power like the regeneration and stuff. But I feel like that moment just reminds you that even though I was dealt with all of these amazing cards, like this just started with me grinding my ass off, being perceptive, paying attention, and really like just sticking to my goal, man.
I want to know if he's stronger than his dad.
oh,
Don't you read it? Don't say nothing. I just want to know. I can't wait for it. Look, we don't gotta talk about that because that's not on the.
There's him, there's Himoti, and there's Himoti Senior. That's all you need to know.
I feel like that's gonna be like a Baki matchup.
Nah, hell nah, nothing like that.
But this is what I want to say. Do y'all think Jinru, the hype around him is like he benefits from being OP really quickly? Like it doesn't take a long time for him to actually be strong in his verse. Where like Midoriya, like we really got to see this nigga struggle and beat low level villains or Asta, or it's just typically in an anime, especially like in New Gen. I won't say it takes too long, but it takes longer than this for the main character to get crazy OP in their verse.
I can't speak for the majority, but as far as for me, it's not that doesn't come into a factor of why. Because is he my favorite? No. Do I think he's the best? Yes. But that doesn't factor into my reasoning that he's the best. What factors into my reason is what I said earlier is just, again, his work ethic, because it's like, I'm not all the way sure what the system is, or, after he came back to life or had his near-death experience, what that system is and how it's helped him. I can't explain all that, but he's putting in the work. He went after his goal. Bamba just mentioned how when he started crying in front of his mom when she woke back up, like have not seen that emotion since then. You feel me? And that just tells me like even though his personality has changed so much, he's got so much more confidence. He still has that human element of like I have these other emotions as well. Like at the end of the day, I'm still who I was, but I've changed in these ways as well. So that goes into, my reasoning for why I think he's the best, not because he got OP faster than other ones. Me personally, I think I would have liked it to take a little longer or for him to have at least one struggle battle or not because he's had those. But as far as like up to this point now, like I do like the way the fight went, but I did want to see like a clash between two titans. Like this man was born, the ant was born, stronger than every other S rank except for him. Like I want to see what they gonna do against each other. I want that to be a little longer, a little bit drawn out, more story. You feel me? Like I don't know.
Yeah, could you before I answer, could you just repeat the question just to make sure I understood?
I was just saying this, like a lot of the Sun Jinwoo hype come from him becoming like OP like a lot faster. There's not a long drawn out training arc. There isn't a lot of him getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot of him like begging to get stronger.
You said begging to get stronger. It just make me think of that.
But he kind of did though.
Like beg?
Yeah. It's just I feel like a lot of the stuff that happens is just kind of quick. But we got to remember that whole dungeon situation. For the longest, like his inner monologue is about how he always wanted to be weak. And I even feel like Carlo, like you just said, the difference between where he was at and where he is now. That's why they fed us that little moment, that little exchange he had with himself. And he's like, "Oh, look at you now. Aren't you the strong
I'm talking
one?"
about the length of time though. Like that, the last time he struggled with a fight was when he first entered the big red dungeon and he went against the
Baron.
Igris?
No. Oh, Igris was a hard fight. Did Igris almost kill him?
Igris on
that's where he got the arise.
Yeah, Igris, and then what's the name? That's where he got the rise, and he was getting jumped by all those mages too.
The Cerberus legit almost killed that man. He had to use an escape or thing.
But that's, for example, that's what I mean by like he was begging because in the sense that like he's the weakest. As far as like what we were seeing early on, Jinwoo is not like he's trash. You feel me? We're not even trying to count him. But like at that little exchange that he's having during these moments of struggle where I need to be behind other strong people, like his whole monologue is I need strength, to the point where he's like laying on that little circle about to be chopped up into pieces. He's like, this is not fair. Like this is really not fair. Like, the weak only get weaker while the strong just kind of take everything. And he just has that monologue. And at that point, that's where he, instead of like just being scared, he's showing frustration. He's showing kind of like courage a little bit. Like, this is like, I'm ready to seize the moment because this is really fucked up. And that's where he awoke that OP ass power, which is just like what was the I forgot what the challenge was called, but like that window opened to where he accepted it and then he has a new awakening. So it's like it goes from him begging early on, but the story is just different, which I feel like even maybe in the way that it's done, that's why it's so captivating. But it's just like you flip it on his head, make him beg first for that power. And then now that he got that power, it's just everybody's playing catch up because he doesn't even have to be the strongest to beat you. He's just that there's also like the mind that he has.
Yeah.
Some of his fights, he's like, I'm supposed to lose, but the way I'm thinking and the way I'm putting pieces, like Iron come out that behind that nigga where he's telling him, oh no, the fight is over, you about to lose. And then he's like, nah, nigga, you don't get it. I'm stronger than you. And then Iron bashes that nigga's head. I was like, bro, what?
I'm just now seeing Malik's comments. This man, he said this man just wanted to save his mom and did it in 2 seasons.
Yeah. No, that's OD.
So, okay, I got some theories. Because you might be like, why? Like, I feel like people are like, why didn't Jinwoo just go to Jeju Island in the first place? Just if you were gonna go there regardless, you planted your shadows there for a reason. If you're gonna do that, just go. I think Sun Jinwoo was waiting to see if there was an opponent worthy of him going to like level, actually get some experience points, but from going there.
No, I think he truly didn't want to go. I think he truly just wanted to spend time. He just woke up. He just woke his mama up. Like he told them beforehand when they asked him, like, I just woke up my mom. I think he genuinely thought, like, okay, I'm gonna plant these shadows here just in case of emergency. And as soon as he felt the energy from, King Ant or whatever, he was like, okay, exchange. You feel me? So
He was there for 5 minutes.
But I feel like it's like Carlos what Carlos said, but more so he just felt like he didn't have to go because they didn't have that much information about Jeju. They didn't necessarily know what the power level was. They just sent these S ranks and thinking, okay, like that's the best hunter from Japan, and then like Japan put the team together. So now you got both team and you go in there. They just thought they could beat him. Like they thought they could win.
What I think is, Jinwoo at first thought he only wanted to fight to save his mom, but now he likes the power. He likes it now. He wants more. He wants to get stronger. He wants to see the extent of his power. He wants to collect more shadows, and he wants to collect more powerful people to be a part of his shadow now. That's what I think, personally.
I
I
think you're
think
wrong.
I'm gonna go based off this comment. Malik said he didn't go because it wasn't his business. He saved his mom and had no reason to fight. It was when it became an endanger to his family that was it. So I do believe that he wants to get stronger, but again, I believe he's doing that to protect his family. I don't think he's drunk with power or anything. I think he's just doing that just to save just so he can protect his family.
Fine.
Kenny, you remember how you said that like isekais usually have like OP nigga that goes to a different verse and then like the verse kind of pushes him towards a story. That when you said that, like I was like, okay, that's the same kind of shit he has going on. Like there is something, you know how like you were meant to be something. That's that. Like there is a force kind of pushing him towards being something. That's what I would just can't say. It's not necessarily like conditions. Maybe he might not want to fight now, might not want to do this, but there is a something.
Y'all know what I be thinking about sometimes? Not only is he the strongest in his verse, well, we don't know yet. Right now, he's the strongest person that we've seen. He's also the richest person we've seen. Do you know how much money this man got?
A lot.
This man is the richest man, and they don't even know it. That man's inventory is stupid right now.
Crazy.
But okay, I guess the final talking point I want to get with solo leveling, even though I love solo leveling. This is like one of the best animes I've seen. Well, I want to make one more comment before we get to the last actual discussion point. Solo leveling has the greatest cliffhangers of all time. That like whoever's writing this shit for the anime knows how to end the fucking episode to make you crave for next Saturday. Like I'll be thinking like, okay, Saturday gotta hurry up. I need solo level. Like no, I feel like no other anime has mastered it week after week after week. Y'all agree or y'all?
We do.
I want to disagree, but I can't think of an example.
You thinking about next Saturday? You already think about what's going to happen next Saturday.
I said apothecary.
Who said that? Who said that?
I'm just playing. Relax. Relax.
I figure I'm gonna make my prediction about what's gonna happen next week. He's gonna rise Beru. He's gonna have Beru heal his sweet thing.
You say he going wrong?
He gonna make Beru heal Shorty.
Wrong.
Really? Oh, you know what's gonna happen already.
Yeah, wrong.
Damn. You gotta figure out some way to heal it. But anyway, last talking point. With this last episode, do y'all think Hunter x Hunter really inspired them, or Soul Leveling really just bit the whole thing?
See, Carlo kind of answered this. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like because people are getting mad. The people that are getting mad are thinking that we are saying that Solo Leveling is copying Hunter x Hunter. But I feel like what Carlo said earlier is just true. There might be instances of him liking Dragon Ball and including some stuff from Dragon Ball from it. There might be instances of him liking Hunter x Hunter and actually taking inspiration because when you said that you were doing a Hunter Solo Leveling comparison, I went and I dove deep. Like I dove deep into the manga, and there's like similarities. We can't deny it, but we also can't confirm because he hasn't said it yet. However, it's not disrespectful to just think that it took some inspiration from Hunter. A lot of inspiration for this Jeju arc from Hunter.
I agree with everything Mama said. I have nothing further. I have nothing further.
And to even say, this is the thing I was saying. When you're looking at the arc right now, like I said, I went and did some research between the Ant King, the ants, the Chimera ants, and the actual ant situation in here. Similar. Maybe we're not gonna say it's copy and paste. Similar. Strong dad, both hunters. Similar. You know what I'm saying? World renowned dads. A little bit like it's the same scheme, and then their power nature. Sun Jin-woo, everybody recognizes him as a mage, but clearly he's not a mage. There is more to it. Gone in the manga now, people are speculating that there's a seventh Nen type, and that's what he is. Similar.
Wait, Gon is back?
What?
Gon is back in the manga?
He is not back, but there is a seventh Nen type that was explained, and then now people are like going back and looking at all of his abilities, because even the first come Rock and Scissor, that's not technically enhancer ability. It's more so like a transmuter.
Do you know what that seventh Nen type gonna be?
What?
Aggressor.
No, it's specialization. No. What is it?
Can he run that segment back? Cause I'm gonna be right this time. I swear to
I hate
God.
this nigga.
Aggressor.
So it's been a lot of people talking about that Bear was strong in the mirror room. What y'all think?
That bear what?
Bear was strong in the mirror room?
I just want to say, I know RDC went live. Anybody that's still with us, please don't leave. I just saw that RDC just went live. Look, they said RDC World Tuesday. They stole our shit. It's CSC Tuesday. Damn. But is Barrow stronger?
Aqua said Barrow over Barrow.
Yeah. Barrow's stronger than Barrow, bro.
Oh,
I don't
Barrow's
know.
stronger than Barrow.
The thing is, Barrow can damn near regenerate, and also too, another reason why Hunter and Solo Leveling are similar. Both of these niggas can eat you and get your powers.
Thanks.
yeah.
OD, but Barrow happens to eat a healer, and he can regenerate, so that's OP. He got
Meruem had to eat people to get stronger. This nigga Barrow came out the gate just waxing niggas.
You understand? Merrim also fought literally the strongest hunter.
After he ate how many people?
Yeah, but that's still versus. That's still that strong Mario.
Big battle.
I'm only going with Barrow because of the regenerative factor, but I don't know. It's tough.
Hey, get a fake
I guess
ass
we
cell
never really
out of here.
did see like a power feat from Merrim. We just saw him rip his limbs off. That's it.
I just seen him like blew up a mountain.
We saw Merrim blow up a mountain?
Yeah, like after when he reawoke and he absorbed UP's power, and then the other nigga with the wings.
Oh yeah.
He tested his cannon out.
Can Barrow blow
And
up
UP
a
was
mountain?
like, "Oh, it's way stronger with him."
Can Barrow blow up a mountain?
He was trying to find the king, bruh. So I feel like if he really wanted to, he could, but he was trying to find the king.
Actually, I think that Barrow can blow up a mountain because we saw what Tank did when he kind of let loose, made a hole in the mountain, and Barrow's level was supposed to be above like all them niggas. So
I got a question.
I'm going with it.
Is Jinwoo really Goku in his verse? He just like to fight for real. Because if he really wanted to kill Barrow quick, he could have. Why didn't he just jump him? Why didn't we just jump him?
You saw that he awoke something before he beat Barrow, right?
Why didn't we just have Egress? We tag team this nigga. Our dragon.
Numbers.
What do you
There's
mean
still
numbers?
a bunch of ants. And he
You have Tusk. Tusk could have wiped them all out quick.
But Tusk was in the fight, right?
Tusk didn't do shit, barely.
But he was in the fight. Just because they didn't show him, maybe he was handling the numbers. Because remember, you got there, niggas are dying.
Timeout, Bombo. Remember, he was holding back. The dragon didn't come out till the end. He didn't bring out the orc minions until the end. He had us a whole army of orcs. He didn't even pop up. He has the mages. He has Eagles' majors. He didn't even use.
He just popped
He
up
has
in the
a
situation.
snow bear
Niggas
army.
is dropping.
He has a polar bear army he did not use.
Also, too, can we consider the fact that maybe he don't want to be known?
Nigga,
He
they
didn't want
saw
to
you
expose
moving
most
light
of his-
speed. They know some shit already.
The hunters know, but you don't know who everybody that's
The
watching.
niggas was recorded. He just
But that's the reason why he's not
literally
using it,
didn't
like you
start
said.
fighting until the cameraman's camera started working again.
But like you said, the niggas are recording. Maybe I don't want them to know about everything I got.
We already saw your dragon.
You see a Sun Jin with today. What are you doing?
Wait, Bamba. The thing is, we've already seen the dragon. We've seen Ingress. We've seen Tank. We've seen Iron. We've seen Tusk. We've seen the general orcs. Why can't we see the small fry? You just showed us the powerhouses. Let us see the small niggas.
See this one. Story, plot. That's why.
No, nigga, y'all could have been killed. You could have been killed this man.
And story is plot. That's why.
This man has 3 armies sitting in his shadows and didn't use none of them.
And also, he don't know everything that Bearwood had. He doesn't.
Bomber, you know damn well him, Egress, Tank, and Iron would have jumped him. Would have been over way quicker.
Maybe it would have, but he came in the fight. So situation started fighting Beru. Maybe it didn't occur to him. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I want to say this. I want to say this. Remember, Egress is also leveling. All his shadows are also still leveling up.
Yep.
The last time they did a power check, Egress was still stronger than this nigga Jinwoo.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we talking about?
What are you talking about?
If Egress is still stronger than Jinwoo, if they would have just them two wouldn't have fought him, it would have been over way quicker.
Yes, it would have. I'm not denying that. What I'm telling you is,
gravity grab on this dude.
Wait. I hear what you're saying. Egress with Jinwoo would have beat him, but he got there in a situation that was dire. Most of the niggas is dead, and I'm taking you on. Maybe he just didn't have the time for it to record at him. He took out some of these people. Were like, oh, guard these people, and then the lesser few go fight the ants.
Bomba. They weren't fighting the ants. Remember, the ants stopped fighting when the king showed up.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the events is happening. I see the strongest. I don't know him. I take him on. Why is that a problem to you? At the end of the day, I beat him, and everybody that I came to save in between the time, I saved them. Just because it happened a little differently, that's not bad. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying this nigga's Goku. I like to fight, and I like to fight strong people.
No, maybe it's happening, but where you at, it's not happened yet.
Carly,
Like that's not his. What Malik just told you, literally what Malik said. He's sitting over there thinking that's none of his business, and then I need to, he just needs to let these people actually just handle it because nobody knows any information about Jeju. The last thing that we knew is that people went to try and take it down, couldn't, and then we're gonna let the ants just starve to death. But then the ants evolved. How much they evolved, we don't know. But we thought that these hunters would be enough to handle them. Now, however I get there, it's a little situation going on where I have to save these people, rescue these, and actually fight. He just took it. At the end of the day, you don't even know. Maybe he would have took the exact same amount of time because you don't know how plot works.
It just happened. If he needed somebody to watch all the other ants, he has a whole.
How long was that fight for real? How long was that fight?
All I'm saying is, if he needed somebody to watch all the other ants, he has a whole orc army and a whole polar bear army that he could use to do that. Egress.
He didn't want to.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm saying he didn't want to. Maybe he just, at the end of the day, because this is the thing. You watch the fight, maybe you feel like it would have been faster, but maybe he also felt like, I got this. I don't need him. I just got this. I just know I got it. At the end of the day, I'm going to handle it. And you probably felt like, because this is anime. Anime logic is the fight that you're watching for 30 minutes probably took 30 seconds. Who knows?
Carla, what do you think? How do you think he handled that situation?
Don't come over here.
What do you mean?
Don't come over here, bro. I agree with Bamba. That's it. That's it.
Do y'all think we're ever going to see a point where it's really his army versus another army? See, he never uses all his shadows.
His army versus another army.
He never uses all his shadows. Like he for one reason or another, he actually uses Egress's army a lot. He doesn't. He brings Egress's mages out every now and then, but he never really uses. Remember, he has that whole orc army, not just the generals. He got all them niggas. He don't use them. He don't use his polar bear army. And not even that. He got the demon army. Wait, did he arise the demons when he was in there?
Wait, no, Baron.
Baron's minions. Did he grab them too?
I don't think so. I don't think he has them. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Why didn't he grab Baron? Why didn't he
Because
grab
I
him?
told you there was more lore to Baron. Because earlier what you said between the Baron fight in Beru, how you feel like there was a difference. There was more to come about Baron specifically. That's why I'm like just forget about it until you cross that bridge from the anime again.
I'm saying he went and took Baron's dragon. Why he ain't grab Baron?
There is more to come about the lore.
He could at least grab some demons while he was there.
Maybe he does. Maybe he did grab him, but I don't remember.
Malik
I really
said
don't
he
think
didn't
so.
grab none of the demon army. Why not?
Yeah, I just know that, for example, with Baron, just forget about it, Kenny. Forget about Baron until he comes back in the story, and then you find out why.
Comes back in the story. Spoilers.
Listen, shut up. Just forget about it. It's not comes back. It's until they talk about him again. It's not. He doesn't come back. So there is way more to Baron's character than what you've seen. There's more than meets the eye.
Clearly, Jin Woo's gonna go back into that gate to finish that.
No.
That gate's done?
You talking about Baron?
No, the gate was the big red gate where he had to get the elixir of life from. He has to go back in there.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Forget about it. In there. But yeah, if they're showing his dad being crazy OP, I wonder how strong he is. But anyway, so yeah, that's all I got. But I think we got to top to bottom. I guess we'll do one more. Where do y'all ranking solo leveling right now?
I've been childish. You said where do we rank solo leveling?
Yeah, we're solo leveling in y'all's anime ranking.
Ooh, damn, bro.
As far as like all time, like, what do you mean?
Is 2 seasons not enough to rank it for real yet?
So you can't just ask me to rank it and then just with no parameters. I need some parameters.
Yeah, that too.
Like new gen, the past year.
Give me just new gen because all time will be hard with just 2 seasons.
Also, Kenny, your mic may be off because you got quieter.
It's not off.
Okay, maybe he was just far away. You said new gen?
Yeah, just new gen because if I said all time, now it's only 2 seasons of solo leveling. That's not really fair. I ain't gonna lie. I got a number 1. This might be recency bias. I just know that I crave new episodes more than I crave new episodes of My Hero. I crave new episodes more than any other new gen.
Oh, it's nowhere. My Hero's not nowhere near that though.
Like more than Demon Slayer. If we count Attack on Titan might have it beat just because of the story aspect, because the story's better.
Fuck no. My fault. That's you. That's you specifically. My fault. I have it number.
Wait. So you saying you got solo leveling over Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know I didn't like Attack on Titan. I hated Attack on Titan.
Hated.
Carlin
hate everything.
Nah, that's you, buddy. I give it number 5.
What's the 4 ahead of it in new gen?
As far as new gen, I would put Demon Slayer ahead of it. I would put My Hero ahead of it. I'd put Black Clover ahead of it. And I would put what did I just say?
My Hero,
Black
Demon
Clover.
Slayer, Black Clover.
My Hero, Black Clover, Demon Slayer, and I'll put JJK ahead of it.
You are my special.
So yeah, I have it number 5. I might not even have number 5. I'm just saying the first 4 I can think of that's ahead of it. But for the sake of time, I'll say number 5.
Y'all think Jinwoo could survive in JJK universe?
Kenny, your mic did drop a lot.
Is it just me?
Yeah, it did drop a lot.
Okay, one sec. Oh, it's all the way turned to. Oh wait, hold on. How about now?
He's good now.
How about now?
Smooth.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to be too loud.
No, you good. Yeah.
Bet.
Unless it sounds different on the rest.
Bomb boy, you got it. I got a number one.
You said where I got it? Oh.
Yeah, I got a number one in new gen.
I'm not. I don't want y'all to hold me to this ranking because it's hard for me to do that right now. But I'm gonna say number 3, and the only reason I have it at 3 is because I still have JJK ahead of it, and I also still have Kingdom ahead of it, even though I'm not all the way caught up to Kingdom. Huh?
You got Kingdom ahead of.
Hell yeah, but
Solo
Kingdom is
Leveling?
all story, and that story is just good.
Are you caught up in Kingdom?
Not all the way. That's what I'm saying. I'm still where I told you where I last stopped
I
at.
feel like we stopped at the same spot.
Huh?
I feel like we stopped at the same spot.
Nah, you kept going. Nigga, ooh, hold on.
I stopped.
Actually, might even have Golden Kamui in front of it.
Golden Kamui.
Yeah. Golden Kamui, I really enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I guess I gotta pick it back up, but Kingdom, I stopped right where it stopped dub. So I think I'm like season 4.
Yeah, you're a season ahead of me. I stopped at 3.
And you got, I don't have Kingdom ahead of it. Nah.
I got it. I mean, you had your ranking. I let you be at peace with your ranking. Let me be at peace with mine.
Is Kingdom new gen?
Huh?
Is Kingdom new gen?
Is Kingdom what?
Is it new gen?
That's the question I still have. I don't know. Look it up.
Kingdom. We forgot about Elusive Samurai.
Nah, hell no. Not Elusive Samurai, bro. Elusive Samurai doesn't have no story.
Vinland.
Vinland is good, but compared to Solo Leveling, Vinland Saga, bro, which one would you rather watch?
Solo Leveling. You got
Okay.
JJK over Solo Leveling?
Yeah.
I think JJK might be like my number 2. But I'm dragging it out. I just want to know that.
And to me, this is both ranking for anime as far as like JJK being better. Both anime and manga so far to me.
Okay. It's crazy that you say
I
that.
like stakes, bro.
It's crazy you say that because you also don't like Hunter x Hunter, but it's all right.
Who?
You be shitting on Hunter
I
x
don't
Hunter
like
right there
Gon.
with Carlil.
Carlo don't like Hunter x Hunter. I don't like Gon.
All right. This has been the Same Convo's anime segment. Hope y'all enjoy. Like, share, subscribe. Put y'all thoughts on Sun Jin-Ryu Solo Leveling. And if you watched it, the very last episode down there in the comments.
Your mic just came back.
What happened?
I said your mic just came back.
What do you mean it just came back?
Just finish your
Did you not hear nothing I just said?
No, like it was super low until now. Like it just popped
What
back
is
up.
going
Like,
on?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You're good. I'm saying.
All right. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, put your thoughts on Sun Jin-Ryu Solo Leveling down there in the comments. Put this in all your group chats, and most importantly, send this to your grandma so she can level up. And we out of here.
So she can level up.
Recording stopped.
All right. Anybody need any breaks? Anybody need to go pee?
Need a break. Be back.
Okay, understandable. We appreciate y'all for staying on with us. Whoever is with us, we are about to get the media entertainment going soon. Everybody knows what the 4 a.m. morning routine video has been going viral on Twitter, Instagram, and all that. So we're gonna talk about that real quick. Just waiting for Bomba to get back in here.
I'm here.
Damn.
All right, let's go.
I gotta tie back in the Kingdom. Bomber just made me want to watch it.
Huh?
So I gotta tie back in with Kingdom.
Yeah, tie back in with anime. Period. Next time I watch was Invincible. I want to catch up on that.
Invincible is fire.
You this past season you think was fire?
It was?
That's cool. I like this. I like that we got to see a little bit more Battle Beast. Mark is still a bitch.
Mark Grayson is the worst superhero ever. I swear to God. He is the worst superhero ever, dog. Like this, I don't even know I can't. You know what? Because Bomba's not caught up yet. I know that for a fact. He's not caught up. So I won't go into specific about season 3. But this nigga
Our gracious
sucks.
sucks.
This nigga
Damn.
sucks.
Now I'm excited to watch it.
Real
Yeah, I'm
quick,
definitely
Kenny.
excited to go
wait.
watch.
But the way season 3 ended, season 4, he might come. He might. Hey, he might.
But
unlock
I mean,
another-
technically, because they keep talking about how he's the strongest variant and shit like that.
Huh?
That's what people say.
He's the strongest variant.
Mm-hmm.
Who's saying that?
That's what, like, I watch reviewers. Trust me.
That nigga
I'm gonna
said,
find the clip. It's easy to do. It's in my views. I'm gonna find the clip. I'm gonna send
That
it to you.
nigga said people. Like, did you not hear me? All right. Real quick, Kenny, say something, dog.
Something.
Okay, it's like when you lean back, you're quiet, but when you get closer to the mic, I can hear you good. So I don't know.
I'm
You
gonna
might.
stay right here.
All right, for sure. Starting media entertainment in 3, 2.
Recording in progress.
Welcome back. This is the same convo with your same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bomba. And today I got the media and entertainment segment. So the first question I want to ask y'all, Bomba, Kenny, did y'all make sure to wake up at 4 a.m, dunk your head in some ice water, rub that smooth face with some banana peels, you feel me?
You don't see my head? I cut the whole tree down and I rubbed that shit on it. I'm serious, guys.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna go to Kenny. So today, from that intro, you can guess what we were talking about. We are going to be talking about the most recent fitness influencer who went viral, Ashton Hall. For those who don't know who Ashton Hall is a 29-year-old influencer and former LA fitness trainer. I'm pretty sure he's a full-time trainer again right now. I think the gym is called Worthy. But he has gone viral recently for showcasing his extreme 4 a.m. morning routine. In the video, Hall wakes up at 3:52 a.m., removes mouth tape, a practice some claim reduces snoring, and embarks a 5-hour regimen that includes dunking his face in water, engaging in an early workout, journaling, watching motivational videos, running on a treadmill, swimming, using a plunge pool, and rubbing a banana peel on his face. This routine finishes with him starting work by 9:15 in the morning. This video has garnered over 670 million views on Twitter, and it has more than 6 million likes on Instagram. That's not even counting TikTok or any other of the other platforms. While some viewers find this routine motivational, others have questioned its realism and sustainability, leading to widespread discussion and parody across social media platforms. Information that I got from sources, Newsweek. So, in this discussion, the topic of this discussion today is the viral 4 a.m. routine. Is it a motivation or is it just a meme? So we'll be talking about Ashton Hall and his 4 a.m. routine video, talking about why it's blowing up, our initial reactions, and if this is peak hustle culture or is it just a social media stunt. So I first, do want to start by breaking down the comedy aspect of it because, I'm pretty sure there's people like supporting him and, trying to follow his regimen, but there's a lot of videos and a lot of people commenting and a lot of these things been funny as hell. So, from all the videos that y'all have seen so far, is there any funny takes on the video that you've seen or funny remixes to the video that y'all seen?
I seen one dude literally doing push-ups into a bowl of water.
Kenny, we can't.
What you say?
God, y'all can't hear me? Hello?
Now, even when you
Hello?
now. It sounds
me now?
muffled now. That's crazy. What is happening?
You might
hear
want to. Your mic is. See if your mic is connected to Zoom or whatever you on.
Can you hear me now?
Barely.
It's like we hear you, but yeah, nah.
The technical difficulties with our tech guy.
And you the IT guy too.
How about now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I gotta turn it all to the max.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It's gone.
It's like we can only hear you when you like this over your
How about
microphone,
now?
dog. I feel like you're not connected. Your mic's not connected to whatever you streaming on. Because we can hear you
Hello,
all the way
hello.
up.
Hello, 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 hello,
Okay.
hello.
Say a sentence.
I'm saying a sentence because Bomba asked me to say a sentence.
Okay.
We hear you a lot better. But let's just go with this for the time being. But you still like
There might be a short in my
You sound a little
cord.
weird.
I think there's a
Facts.
short in my cord, but
But
Oh,
not
shit.
just to react the question, just to revisit the question. Have y'all seen any like funny remixes to the video or funny takes?
I said yes. I seen a guy doing a push up into a bowl of water.
Fucking dead.
with cereal or egg in it.
Yes, bruh.
I'm dead. Bomba, what about you?
Yeah, I have seen one, but I saw this before I even realized what was going on because I was on TikTok
Right.
and the guy made a video where he did the whole routine, like the whole eye situation and everything, but I didn't get it. But like basically from the beginning of the video to the end, the video starts at 4:30 and it ends around like 6:50. The guy was able to build a house. He was able to, take his kids to school, whatnot. And yeah, I'm just like, okay, what is happening? But then later on when I hopped on Twitter, I was like, okay, I didn't realize that was a trend.
I think the funniest one I've seen is when Tony Stadavici, he did one. And it was basically just a routine video, but in the life of a normal guy. I think he woke up at like 9 and then he turned his alarm on snooze and woke up again at like 9:30. He ain't put his face in ice water. He just splashed it with water. He brushed his teeth and then he went out to the balcony to smoke. And like Tony, I think had the funniest one that I've seen. But so y'all know what the routine consists of. If any of us attempt this routine for a day, who would be the first one to break? I know my
Who would be the
answer.
first one to break?
My answer is myself.
No. It's me.
It's like
4
I'm not gonna
a.m.
lie.
No.
I think Bomba could go through it no problem. No
Why?
problem.
Why?
Because I've seen that dedication. I've lived with you. You feel me? Like,
But I don't. My thing is, I don't see that as dedication because between the time, what has he accomplished from 4:30 to 8:50? Some shit? What has he done for real? For real? What has he done?
this
Something
part,
concrete that he's done.
this part isn't about what he's done. It's just a part. It's just trying to debate which one of us would break first.
Me, so I'm not even gonna start. Somebody's gonna send me the routine, and I'm gonna laugh, and I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, ain't nobody starting that routine. I think that's a problem.
And so we all just gonna break at the same time. It's a 3-way tie.
Carlil, fuck no, I'm not doing that shit.
I don't see the point.
I don't wake up at 4 a.m. now, and I'm tired.
All right, well, it's time to issue the challenge then. The Same Convo will be doing the 4 a.m. routine challenge for a week, and we will be documenting it. The first,
short
If
documentary.
it's about waking up at 4 a.m., I got y'all beat for sure.
it's not, you got to do everything in a routine. Ice water, wake up with tape in your mouth.
How much I'm getting paid?
That's what I was about to say. So, the winner, whoever lasts the longest out of the three of us, the losers have to give them $100 each.
Not worth it.
All right, we'll come. I'll be trying to convince my co-host to do that until the end of March. We'll come back and we'll make sure we update y'all on if we're gonna do it or not. So final question for this part of the segment. Does this remind you of any, viral videos that you've seen as far as like on Twitter about people just, grinding or anything like that? Does this remind you of anything?
Oh yeah,
What does
100%.
it remind you of?
I feel like between the pandemic and now, there's a whole 3 a.m. club on TikTok, and that's actually people that are dead ass about it.
3?
Yeah, you gotta, huh?
3 a.m.
Yeah, you never heard the audio that they don't know me, son. they don't know me, son. It's like, one, they don't know me, son. You never seen that? There's a specific guy. He's just like me, bald, but he has a very thick beard, and he's always talking about like, big guy, you got this. So he always started this trend of like waking up at 3 a.m. because that's where you have most of your time, cashing in early, going to the gym, going for the runs, doing the tough shit that man don't want to do. So I feel like that's what that aligns with as the whole trend. You feel me? And I think it's called like, is it not Sigma or some shit? I think it's like a Sigma man, some like some it's some a term like that.
3 a.m.
Have you seen any have you seen anything like that, Kenny, before, Ashton?
No. No.
All right.
Hell no.
Well, moving on to the next part of the segment. So this part of the segment is called a reality check. Are routines actually important? So beyond the comedy, let's talk about morning routines in general. Do y'all believe morning routines are necessary to success?
For
In general,
success?
Yeah, just in general. And it doesn't have to be like, because how I think about it is just like this is what he chooses to do. I'm pretty sure he's had because he was an athlete. I don't know where he went to college, but I know he was drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. And then I
oh,
think he was like released before the season. So I'm not sure if he played it down or anything like that. But being an athlete that was good enough to be drafted, you probably had resources and outlets that put him onto the things that he's doing now, and he's probably
mhm.
just made that consistent in his life. So I'm not saying that is that specific morning routine, you know, is that do you need to do that specific one for success? I'm saying our morning routines in general, whether that be maybe you waking up at 7, make sure you eating a healthy meal, things of that nature. Do you believe morning routines in general are keys to success?
I think it's important. I think it's quite important because I feel like most of us, it's our morning and our night routines that make the difference. Because at the end of the day, most people have a 9 to 5 if you're not working from morning till dawn. So most of that time is consumed by your careers and stuff. However, most of what differentiates us in our day-to-day life is the choices that we make in the morning, how we tackle the day and everything, and how we end it. So I think that that can make or break everybody. Like especially like I said, everybody having to work and everything. If you have high ambitions and you're trying to really live a certain lifestyle, I feel like you have to be able to cash in with those early hours. And when you're able to, that shows like a large difference.
For sure. Kenny, what about you?
A morning routine for success. I'm sure you probably do need one. Do I have the discipline for one? No. I have a morning routine for my sanity. Uh, Success. I don't know. As far as like my morning, I just get ready and take my butt to work, bro, and go to the office and just do what I gotta do. I don't really have like okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6, uh, 7 o'clock. I'm eating breakfast. 7:30. I'm at the door. Like I don't really do any of that. So maybe you do need to do something like for your success. Maybe I'll start one. The only thing I do right now is I listen to gospel music until noon. I don't listen to like if I'm listening to music, it's gospel until noon.
Okay. Okay. I mean, and I know Kenny, you necessarily said you didn't have one, but like overall, do you believe that majority of people that are successful in this world, do you believe that they have a morning routine that they stick by?
I probably do honestly. I would say so. Yeah. I know my
Okay.
cousin who is like the most successful person I know. I think he wakes up and goes to the gym every morning and does like yoga.
Okay. I can see him doing yoga. He looks like the yoga type.
Yeah, he's a yogi.
Okay. Mamba, what about you?
I think it's still 50-50 on that because I've seen a ton of people that are like super successful. I mean, some of them are always talking about what they need to do early on and how like they have so much time to consume, but like some others just you wake up and they're in bed until whatever time and then they party and then like so I just feel like it just depends. I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know if specifically we can just attribute the whole success to the routine, but I feel like sometimes it's a part of it.
Okay. Okay. So jumping on to the next part of this segment, we're gonna look at the bigger picture. So do we believe routines? Now we were talking about just everyone. Now we're specifically talking about men. Do you believe routines can help men improve? Why do you think a lot of men struggle with discipline and consistency?
Why do we think that a lot of men struggle? Hmm.
That's a hard question. I don't know.
I will say I'm gonna answer the question, and I'm not going to use men as a majority because yes, I look up the numbers. The numbers do show, statistics do show that men do struggle with discipline and consistency. I'll speak on myself because I do struggle. It's like I have days when I'm on, you feel me? I have runs when I'm on, you feel me? Like I'm waking up on time, making sure to get ready on time, clocking into work on time, making sure that I'm, as far as like bills being paid, everything's, being paid, making sure I'm showing attention to those around me, showing attention to my pets, just making sure all around everything is good. But then I feel like something happens and I just end up falling off and my discipline is messed up, whether that be keeping a consistent sleep schedule or, making sure I'm doing the right things to improve my future. I think it just becomes and I can use me working out for example. Like I have stints where I'll go to the gym, you know, for a while and I'm consistent and then that one thing happens or, I might have like say like Kenny's birthday is coming up and we got plans, for like 3 days straight. And of course, if I know I'm gonna be turning up, like I'm not about to go to the gym. You feel me? I already don't go in the gym in the morning. My only choice to go to the gym is in the evenings. And so it's like things like that that mess up my consistency. And then it's just like I'm in that mindset, well, I really don't have to do this right now. I think my procrastination affects my discipline and consistency a lot because I'm always like, I can do this later or I can do this next week. And next week comes and I'm still like, next week. And then that next week comes and then so on and so on. So for me
Hmm.
personally, I think it's my procrastination that messes up my discipline and consistency.
Yeah, I think.
But what about the first half of your question though? Like, what you, how you feel about that?
As far as like I said, when I started the question, I was like, I can only speak for myself. But if I
Hmm.
have to speak for the statistics of why a lot of men struggle with discipline and consistency, I would say I think some of them are the same as me as far as procrastination, but I do think a lot is, as far as comfortability. You feel me? Like with a question I asked y'all earlier, like I agree with Bomba that it might be 50-50 as far as how many successful people have a morning routine because I know people that I've went to school with that have really good jobs and they don't necessarily have a morning routine, but like they can spend what they want, they're building for their future. Like you would think, oh, this person has it all put together. They might have a morning routine. Whole time that man woke up late for work just like I did. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
so, and so it's like, I just think it's just the comfortability. Once you have a lot of the things of what you want, or once you have like a consistent routine, you start falling off in some areas. And if those areas don't affect you like drastically like that overall, you kind of like, okay, do you think you could put it off? You feel me? So
No,
that's
that's fair.
yeah.
For me though, I gotta say, I don't think that like people like most like for men specifically, I don't think that's like more so laziness that's brewing, but more so people are just losing direction. Like people don't necessarily have a sense of direction anymore. Like because everything is just pushed to you and everything is just kind of fun now. We just tend to defer to those things. Like, oh, what's the latest game? What's the latest movie? What's the latest this? Just trying to keep up and then like just fall into this small box of whatever your job is. But now, however, I just feel like sometimes if there's a few people and even like what Ashton was doing with the videos, I feel like there is good and there is bad in that because if it provided a direction for the masses, like if somebody just feeling lost trying to find a routine could go to his videos and look at it and just kind of like, oh, let me try this routine for a little bit and actually like stick because I don't take that routine seriously. But if it's a serious routine and they're looking at it and it can actually help them, a lot of people will start doing that. And even when I was talking about earlier with the 3 a.m. Routine, as extreme as it is, I don't think anybody should start working out at 3 a.m. or some shit. But it inspired people to eventually maybe wake up at 7, wake up at 6, work out and like try the things that the guy is doing. Because like now people are starting to find their sense of direction. I'm starting to know how to use my time. But most people just in general, I feel like we don't. We just defer to what's fun now.
For sure. For sure. Kenny, you got any additional words, or you kind of agree with what Bamba said?
Well, for me, I kind of had something similar to you. Like, I was real consistent in the gym at one point. So what I was gonna say, I think what it comes down to is like scheduling and distractions. For me, it's my job is both a scheduling issue and a distraction because um, it's a distract. Well, it's both in a sense because I work all day every day. Some days I work until from the point I wake up to literally the last moment until I go to sleep. I can wake up if I work from home. I could literally wake up at like 7 o'clock, get like brush my teeth and wash up and stuff. Be at my desk by 8 o'clock, and I'll work from 8 o'clock till 11 or midnight. Get off the computer, go to sleep, just to do it again. It's not much room to work out with that type of schedule.
Yeah.
And then for me, like a distraction, I got sick. I was in the gym 3 days a week, faithfully same on a routine. I had a trainer. I had a meal plan. I was eating 3 to 4 meals a day. I got sick, and then I was sick for like a week, and it was just hard to get back in the gym after that because work picked up. So I think it's situations like that can really mess up your discipline because once you are in it and then kind of have like some time off, it's hard to jump back in it again.
I feel that scheduling and different factors. I agree with both of y'all's points. Um, if you had to build based on what you go through, think about how you wake up, you go to sleep. Think about how your days are structured right now. If you had to build a realistic morning routine for success, what would it be?
What do you mean success?
Like it necessarily like this isn't on, but if you could think about, okay, this is what I'm gonna start doing daily, and this is going to improve my mental, physical, emotional well-being. This is going to improve me as a person. What would your mental route? What would your routine be?
it's See, that's another thing that makes it hard for me with the routines because none of my days are scheduled like the same. Like one day I can get done with work at 6. Another day I'm like I said work until I go to sleep. So if my routine was I'm gonna get up at 6, make breakfast and my lunch, or eat breakfast and then make my lunch, go to work, be able to eat my lunch at work, come home around 6, go to the gym 7 or 8. That works as long as I don't have to work past 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think the schedule for me is really just take those days where I am able to get off of work a little bit early and make full use of those instead of coming home and taking a nap or something.
For sure. For sure.
But
Mama,
I can
you got
still
any
wake up early and make breakfast though. That work doesn't change that unless I'm just too tired to. Then that's
facts?
laziness though.
Facts. Mama, you gotta.
Somewhat. I gotta say first, right now my routine is like completely upside down because of Ramadan. Obviously, I start eating at night, like I just had breakfast. But like between eating and like having some stuff I'm doing, it's just hard to adjust my day. So like during every Ramadan come, I just don't really stick to any routine. I'm just like I'm gonna just let it follow what the month is supposed to be. But on a day to day basis, I don't. The only thing I would add to my routine is probably like hitting the gym again because I used to hit the gym a lot. However, I have dropped that. Like I have dropped that, but that's mainly because of health reasons. Like I just kept getting sick again after a while. I was just like, let me put that aside, and I'm able to just feel better, just like as I am now. So at the end of the day, like I'm cool with that. But on a day to day basis, I feel like I'm following my recipe. Like for me, what I think should be the routine to help me get to where I need to be, I feel like I'm doing it. I start my day. It might not be 5 a.m. It might not be 6 a.m. because I'm Muslim, so there's like a time that we have to wake up to pray the first prayer, like which is at dawn. So during winter time, it could be 4 a.m. during summertime, it could go all the way towards like 6, something like that. You feel me? So I start my day praying, and then after that, usually like we content create outside of my job, editing and stuff like that. I always make sure I get down on that, do the research as far as like the stuff I want to put out there, like whether that's like time, hashtags, or like things that you can just help with blow it up. So I'm always like, it just goes between my personal preference, like as far as like what I want to do, which is at the end of the day the podcast that we are doing, and then like what I need to maintain my life, which is the job. So for me, like at the end of the day, I feel like as long as I'm pushing between those two, I'm pushing that recipe that could lead me towards what I need. However, eventually in the future, I do want to start lifting again the way I was before, and just being a little better with my relationship with like family, not relationship, but more so like being more present, like the things that Carly was saying, I resonate with, because with distance, communication becomes lesser and stuff like that. So you want to be more present and make him feel like feel your presence. I'll say, but however, as far as like changing my routine right now, I'm not changing them. I feel like I'm walking what I need to walk on.
No, I understand. Um, as far as myself, I would say if there's anything I can add to my morning routine is just like waking up consistently at like 7. Um, which, I kind of do now, but it's like it's not 7 a.m. consistently. It might be a little after 7, a little before 8. So just waking
Mm-hmm.
up at 7 a.m. consistently. I used to do this often, but I'm about to start getting back into it tomorrow. But as soon as I wake up, I was always the kid, and to this day still am, that had trouble staying awake after they first woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would wake up, go sit on the toilet, and I would fall asleep on the toilet. This is real shit. This is real spill.
And you
It's my
said you
mom.
could add that back to the routine?
That's not. I'm saying that's. I still struggle with that today. Like when I first wake up,
Oh.
I still struggle with staying awake. So what I could add to my routine is waking up at 7. Um, I used to one thing I'm going to add back into it is making a smoothie for myself. It's a simple smoothie, just a banana, strawberry, and pineapple smoothie with pineapple juice. Just making that, clocking in for work, eating lunch. Right now I'm studying to do a certain certification, and so right after work, taking like a 30-45 minute break just to decompress and then start the studying for my certification. After that, spending time with friends and then also putting some of my time and effort into, making content. And so I think if I start doing that daily, that could help me out a lot. And then just like Bamba said, I do want to get back in the gym. But right now, my main focus after work is getting the certification. So I've been putting a lot of focus towards that. And once I'm done with that, then I think I can be able to get back into the gym and get back involved there. Um, final final piece of the segment tonight. What is one thing in uh Ashton's viral 4 a.m. routine that you would never do? Absolutely never.
All of it.
All
You
of
said
it.
all of it.
I'll tell you like this. I had to wake up since becoming a lawyer. I've had to wake up at 4 a.m. one time and drive to like a part of Kentucky that was pretty far. I don't think I'd ever wake as part of my morning. I will splash water on my face. Okay, cool. I will work out. I will journal. I'll rub banana peel on my face. Fine. I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. consistently. I promise you, I'm not waking up. But especially somebody like me, I don't know what it is. I have trouble with going to sleep before midnight. I don't know what it is. But maybe if I wake up at 4 a.m., I will fix that.
This
Anyway,
man got insomnia.
You said maybe if I wake up.
maybe if I wake up at 4 a.m., that will fix that because I'll just be too tired. I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. Consistently, not happening.
Nah, I agree. The only time I wake up at 4 a.m. is for flights. Um,
Because I'm going
yeah,
to go to
nah.
sleep on the plane.
Yeah, I think I agree with Bamba. I mean, I agree with Kenny, and I couldn't do a consistent for like I can wake up at 4 a.m. but consistently, no,
No.
no, never. Bamba, what about you?
You said what part we would not do, right?
Yeah, that you would never do.
I think I just resonate with what Kenny said, everything, because like like I just said, I feel like that routine was just a waste of time and a lot of shit to catch our attention. First of all, ain't none of y'all niggas about to wear red bottoms and squat for what? Like, what was that for?
That
Rub a
bring
banana on your foreheads, jump up a pool paddle, and stay in air for 4 minutes.
and that
I'm
bring that that brings me to my last question. Do you think his video, the grind mindset, the motivation, do you think that was legit, or do you think it was just attention? He just needed attention.
it was a joke. It was a joke, and not it was not even a joke. I feel like now you really have to know how to grasp attention, and you know how to do that. You feel me? A lot of this shit that we're seeing was like kind of ridiculous, and we're just laughing at it. And other niggas make skits. For me, at the end of the day, I look at it like it was a joke. Because what reason would he have to seriously wear red bottoms?
Did you see the he had dropped another video where he shot a three. He was he was
All the
playing basketball
watermelon,
in the gym. He shot a three and then somebody handed him a watermelon.
Bruh.
how to grasp attention. That's why I'm like, that's the mix between people actually paying attention and people be like, ain't no way he doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
What
He just got us. He playing with us right now. We got like he just like y'all in the palm of my hand.
There's no way that's his actual daily life. I don't believe it. I'm not
you
buying
don't
it.
believe it?
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Hey man, for me I'm 50-50.
You know how I
I'm
know it's not?
Ain't no way,
You know how I
Cardell. What
know
you
it's not his
50
daily
about?
life?
oh,
Because, for one, if he just woke up at 4 a.m., he had to set up his camera, think of
Uh-huh.
angles, and then he had his girl up with him. No. There's no way your girl is getting up at 4 a.m. with you to do all that bullshit.
bro, I'm not gonna
No.
lie to you. I hate it's like you're a content creator, so whatever your bag is, definitely dip into it. But I hate that type of content like with a passion because there's no way you are setting up a camera in all these spaces just so can record you doing something for 3 seconds, bro. Like that's ass. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. It just, especially that one nigga that be shopping at Target. What you mean you want me to
No.
walk around your fucking tripod because you want your camera to show you shopping for some shit that you never gonna shop for again. Like that's just, I could go all day on that. But yeah, I'm 50-50 because he looks like the type of person that takes that type of shit seriously. But there was a lot of outlandish things that
Ain't no way.
I've never seen professional athletes do. I don't know. I don't
And
know.
the reason why I feel like you should not believe it is because he actually didn't do anything. Like from like I said, none of those activities are activities that matter for somebody that's like, oh, I'm waking up. The only thing that he could say he did was, oh, I put my face in somebody's, and that's recommended for the morning just to rejuvenate your face. However, the push-ups, how long did he do push-ups for? 3 minutes? How what does that amount to in the morning? Like, come on, bro. And then he sat there, watched a motivational speech, and then wrote down and asked, "Yeah, we got to make $1,000."
Bruh. Look, I don't know. I don't know. But that is all I have for the media entertainment segment, man. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Those that are joining us live, we appreciate y'all for sticking around with us for so long. Everybody that's listening to their cars, watching on YouTube, we appreciate you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. We're on a journey to grow all of our subscribers and followers on each of our channels. Hey, man, we need at least 10,000. You feel me?
Oh my
So
God.
make sure you like, subscribe, share this with your friends, share this with your family. Send this to Ashton Hall. Let him know we want to talk to him about his morning routine. And we out of here.
Tell
Thank y'all
your
for joining
grandmama
us.
she only need one.
I don't, I don't,
Recording stopped.
I don't.
Good shit.
Lord have mercy. Well, everybody on live, we appreciate y'all for joining us. Thanks for sticking around with us all this time. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back in a couple more Tuesdays, so we'll see y'all then.